All right, test 1, 2. Nice, looking good. Let's grab everybody over here so we can see. All right, lovely. Let's bring them in. Bingo. There we go. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Depends on where you're watching from today. Glad to be with you all. All right, here we go. Glad to be with you guys today. I know we have questions. It's Tuesday, and that means it's Trey Day. At 12 o'clock, we're going to have Trey Llewellyn hop up with us. But that is not for another hour, so we have an entire hour of open coaching together. Excited to get into it with you guys to answer your questions. If you have a question, please do just make sure to raise your hand. Just lets me know that you have a question, something you would like to talk about, like Nessie. I know I didn't get to speak to you yesterday. If you have a question, please make sure to raise that hand. I'd be happy to start with you first. I got you, Nessie. Do you have any questions today?
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not sure if my hand is raised, Dante.
Awesome. I got you. How can I help today,
Let
Nessie?
yeah, I've got a couple of questions for you today.
Sure.
I've got one I've got one technical question. I've got tech on it, but can you just have a look at it?
Of course.
Um, and then I've got some strategy questions today.
Great. You're good
Um,
to go.
okay, cool. Okay, let's go jump in first. So this is my funnel. Maybe we play with this one because this is the copy that Tech told me to make a copy of the funnel.
Okay.
So maybe we go here. Um, okay, so when we go to here, so I've got ads running to this at the moment,
Okay.
but I've got 60% on performance, 64% on performance, which if
Mm.
you go to my ads, literally 50% of my people are leaving because it's taking 7 seconds to load.
Mm.
So they click on the ad, but only half of them get through. So it's like, well, I can't say it's killing me because I'm making really good on the ads.
Good. We love to hear that. But
So here I've made a copy of the funnel
can
here.
you give me the URL of your main
Yeah.
funnel, the not the copy, the main funnel?
Oh, the main one. Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
the one you're running ads to.
Yeah, I can. Um,
No, that was actually perfect.
copy.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Some reason I've just stopped functioning. Like I've sold 5 tickets and now I didn't sell any yesterday, which is a bit odd. I probably need to check that.
Interesting. You're actually running 100% of your traffic to the left version right
No,
there at the
I
stage.
tweaked the
Well, I
uh
want to just check each page. Give me the URL of that left page first. Click that little copy button.
okay. Um yeah.
Nice. And then put it in the Zoom chat for me. You should be able
Hmm,
to see the chat. You should have a little Zoom control
yeah.
bar. Nice.
Yeah.
Got it.
So maybe I go back to here. Maybe I open my split test again. I was only doing it because I was trying to build up the speed.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to copy the main funnel or the next little one on the other
Go ahead
side?
and copy that next one. Yes, and put that in the chat for me.
Oh my God, Dante could be winning against the.
Let us see.
So I've done everything. I have resized all the images. I've changed all my fonts. There's a bunch of other things I've done.
See, I'm getting different results. Let me try this again.
That's good. What are
Oops.
you getting?
100.
Ooh, how is that possible?
Well, I'm going to check your other version now. Wow. Huh. Let me try this. Wow, really?
What are you getting?
I was just using GT metrics. Let me share my screen with you really quick. Now that I'm
Stop sharing.
here, that'll be desktop two,
I've
yes?
stopped sharing.
Okay, cool. You see GT metrics and A 100.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I put in your first URL of the left set of your page, and I got an A there. I got a
Yeah.
100% on performance. Everything looks amazing with that. Let's see if I can test out your other one. It just keeps giving me this to create an account. Are you kidding me? Um, Framer should be okay. Oh no. This is what you were using, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Let's see if this will let me. I just love GT metrics. God, dog. All right, well, let me just hop in here. Let's analyze. Are you seeing people like in your clarity recordings?
Mm.
Are you
Oh,
are you seeing
my
the page?
clarity my
Go ahead.
clarity recordings have got 5% anger and 10% dead clicks. So I've got to go through and sort that
Okay.
out.
How do you know? See, and this is the second URL gives me a 60.
What does the first URL give you?
That's where I just had 100 in GT metrics.
Go back and just chuck the first one in,
Yep.
maybe.
Let's see
So
what I
maybe the
got.
answer is we did fix the first page.
Right. It could be. Your first page might be flying, but the split test is slow.
Yeah, which means I'll delete the split test, re-clone the first one, and then
Yes.
change the headline.
Yes. Yes. But let's see.
54.
Hmm. It just feels wrong. Like that. I just clicked your link. That opened up fast.
Do you like the funnel while you're there? Or we'll deal with one thing at a time.
I just clicked your link and that came opened up fast.
Yeah.
Besides the score from that site, how do you know that customers are leaving fast and
Well,
it's taking forever to load?
I think it's here where, but let's go through it.
Sure, absolutely.
Here. So here. Um, let's just look at uh, that's not totally correct. I spent a bit of money last weekend trying to sell this and it didn't so go to there, update. That this is more accurate. Yeah, I just drove some traffic to it last weekend, didn't sell any tickets, but I did only give them a couple of days.
Mm.
Why is
I
it not
think you
doing?
have to click update again. It just didn't take that, it looks like.
Uh,
Huh. Of course.
mm. Yeah, anyway, actually, no, I don't want you to see that number because
Yeah,
it's
try
giving us
try
funny data.
yeah, try the right filters. Let's see. There it goes.
Yeah, okay. Oh, shit. No, that's not good. That's too much. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 days. Yeah, that's a little much.
Okay.
But that's good.
Yeah, how
So
much
yeah,
is the
link.
class? How much is the class? Like what do they
Where?
pay?
Um, oh, this one's only 95, so it's low.
$95?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, and your CPM is really great then. We're super happy with that.
yeah. This is 3%, so I've got to work on my ad.
Uh-huh. You're right.
Um, but yeah, I'm coming up to landing page views 228. That's what I'm looking at.
Mm-hmm.
But then when I go here and I go here, or maybe I
Yep,
go
go
there.
there. Go there. Nice. Yep, go to your stats. Top right. We can do our time filter.
Yeah. I want to go from the Friday to there
Yep.
and apply. Oh, okay. Still not great.
Yeah, you're really
That,
close. You're really close in your stats. Um,
yeah.
Facebook typically their numbers are not right, but
Okay.
you're close enough here
Yeah.
that
Yeah. But
um
but this is obviously not converting because that's 179 going to 5. So that's what it was the other day. Like if you
wait,
go here,
179 people for 5 sales.
yeah,
That's
but you go
actually
here. But go
okay.
here and then go to there,
Sure.
then go apply. The 5 will still sit there. Or 4. Okay. Yeah. So in the last day, no one's gone to the payment page and see nothing's happened here at all.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay though, because see how here it's coming up one. That's
Mm-hmm.
one order, but the value of that order here and here equals $500, not $95.
Oh, okay. How?
I go to here. This is weird. I don't know why that's not recording like that. I sent it to tech, but I haven't had a reply. If you go customers and you go order,
Uh-huh.
there is my 285 and there's my 190. So that's 500
Mm.
bucks on these two. So she bought 3 tickets or something and she bought two.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
But even the value in that, go back to here, was still sitting at 95. So it was still wrong.
Right. No, definitely. Because what it's really showing, go back to your analytics. Yep.
What it's really showing is one person bought one product.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's just showing that one person bought the one thing. It's not taking multiple tickets into account. So glad you got with tech support on that. They'll be really interested to look at it. But you're smashing, Nessie. You have like roundabout a 4% take rate, something like that, which is huge. You
Good.
know how many $1 million businesses are 1.5% conversions?
Yeah, okay.
You're well above that. Well,
Yeah.
you're in the sweet slot for funnels. A funnel
Yeah.
should get 3 to 5% conversions. So you're
Okay.
doing. I'm actually really happy seeing all this.
Okay. And that's with a bad ad.
Right, right.
Yeah.
That's just yes. That's just now today doing this. Better
Yeah.
ad, better hook, better story, better imagery. That's
Yeah.
only going to improve. If you didn't
Yeah.
change the funnel, it's only going to improve.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'll do that. But this is where I wanted to. Okay, so are we saying that this that is the speed of this is sorted? Like we're not going to
I
worry about the
I
speed?
I think so. I'm not seeing it.
Okay, and then we just went back and looked at the data on Facebook to the funnel, and that actually looked all right, didn't it? So,
It did. It did. Your
yeah.
CPM
Okay,
is
so
really low. Yeah, all your prices in Facebook were great. You were profitable on that campaign, yes?
yeah,
Yeah. I mean, I'm stoked with that.
yeah, yeah.
Have
So,
you'll probably have in-house sales that you can make to people. Like I know you were doing or you were looking
yeah,
at those boxes. So like
yeah, yeah.
I would be selling a box to every person who comes in the shop so they could do it at their house, right? And then that's
I
just
know how
more sales
adorable
that we're
would that
making.
be?
So
I
if you're
know.
profitable just on the funnel, like just on the front end, I'm ecstatic, Nessie.
I don't seem to be getting them back at the moment for repeat customers. I think I'm losing my way in repeat customers at the moment.
Mm.
I think
Why
it's
do you
about my like the other day I finished a class and like I just like oh bye like it
mm.
was really bad. Even I was cringing, and they're all like they've had the best time in their life, like obviously 5 weeks with me literally changes their life. People are like, you've changed my life.
mm.
But then at the end of it, I'm like, see you later. So I think
Right.
that's a big issue.
So you're not like you said 5 weeks with you. Is that people sign up for a 5 week class?
Yeah. They can either do a one-nighter. So I reckon I'm going to get this in the last, since I've been running funnels and working with you, like literally in the last month, I reckon I'm getting it to 10,000 a month.
Nice.
So I've got two staff members working for me at the moment
Hmm.
who can run my workshops for me. So I'm running a whole bunch more workshops, which is kind of why I'm thinking, now I've got other potters teaching. And yeah, I'll run the scripts for them. There's definitely something wrong with my script because people aren't coming back,
Mm.
even though they're happy customers.
Okay. Well, are you offering people the 5 week package for like 10% off?
The next level of 5 week package.
Or just another 5 week package, right? If they're coming in for 5 weeks to do pottery and they love it and you change their life,
So what's happening at the moment is they're doing a 5 week and then they can go into open Thursdays and open class Thursday.
okay.
But that's not really working open class. No one's kind of coming. People are coming for a little bit, dropping off. So my open Thursdays is definitely kind of not working. But then if I don't have any open studio time, people are like, oh, but how do I practice? Good question.
Right. But okay, so it sounds to me like people really want the structure then.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they do.
They want the
Yes.
structure, they want the guided path, they want to know what they're doing each week instead of just coming in for random pottery time.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
then give them that. What I would do, Nessie, is I would offer them another 5 week package for 10% off because your cost to acquire the CTA is gone. You've already paid that
Yeah.
cost in Facebook or however you got that customer there. Everything here is really just straight up profit. So I'd give them a really great discount. I'd give them a 10% off and they could lock in another 5 weeks. And I just keep
Mm.
doing that.
Mm. Yeah. I used to do that. Um, and it was good. I used to get 80% sort of uptake, particularly if I've got something to sell. Yeah.
Yes. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yep. Yep.
Then if they said no to the 5 weeks, I'd be trying to downsell them a pottery package where they could do this at home for a date night or just in their own time, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yep, 100%.
Yeah. Cool. And then my question with you is really around strategy.
Mm,
So I love pottery in a box, like what we've been talking about. I
sure.
found the boxes. Have you saw them because Trade did the little video, didn't he? Which you literally
Yes.
open the box and inside is me going, "Hi, how are you?"
Yep.
Which I think is adorable. And I found them. I've got with Alibaba, they're sending me the samples, so I'll get a really clear idea about what's happening. And then I met with the shipping guy, the Trey's shipping guy. I think one of my questions is a couple of, I have two questions. One is what I see with pottery in a box is, um, so I've been researching my customers and they all want to make their own tiles, like their own bathroom tiles, splashback tiles.
Oh,
So you can do pot.
really?
Yeah, yeah. As soon as you say tiles, I mean, this is where it's like the orange scissors for the quilters. Like you just wouldn't know that everyone wants tiles and not candles.
You sure
Everyone wants
wouldn't.
trinket dishes, not candles.
Yeah.
Yeah, so tiles is a thing. Like you say to anyone, I'm going to do tiles, they're like, oh my God. Um, just who knew? Um, So I've now got a tile potter who's going to teach my tile classes. And that's where I'm thinking, imagine you get the first box, right? It's a $50 box or whatever price point we get it up to
Yep.
and it's really standard. And you have a great night, but from there you can join this like pottery of the world. And you start off with, the deep blues of the ocean, and then you make this blue thing. And then the next time you come up to tiles and the white tiles of the Sydney Opera House, and you make your own tiles for your bathroom splashback, and then you go, and then and then you learn, the blacks of Japan and the sushi plates of Japan. So at the end of the like eight wonders of the world, you've got, the deep blue dish, you've got the white tiles for the bathroom, you've got the black, ceramic sushi plates from Japan. These
Mm.
are all the colors of the world, but also how they mix to, famous chefs or a partnership with a restaurant. That's what I want to do. I want to just follow Michelin star restaurants. And so you go, you get the recipe, and then you make the plate that, the dish sits on.
Mm.
So partly I'm saying, okay, if I've got these teachers working on my functional workshop, part of me wants to like capture content, interview my customers, get like teaching's the least part of it. I want to kind of get that information and then create like the tile workshop, not participate in the tile workshop, and then get all the content and create the Potter in a Box tile workshop with me, with me talking to you. I feel like that's a better use of my time between physical testing and product and expert. But at the same time, I still need to make my 10 grand a month.
Yes. I think that whole around the world thing is a really cool idea. I also think combining it with food is a really cool idea. What a great date night, right?
Also, Trey's trending is um, cookery and gardening. I saw on that trend list.
Hmm. There's also a lot of hurdles that comes with that, right?
Hmm.
Because like when you mention the Michelin stars and the black plates, is your idea that you'll help people make like a beautiful plate and then maybe the next day they make a delicious dinner and they eat it on their own plate?
Yeah, yeah, in the house. Yeah,
But now we got to teach people to cook. And there's a lot of
yeah.
people that don't know how and don't like to cook. So I
Okay.
love this idea, Nessie. It is a great
Mm.
idea, but I'm all about speed.
Yeah,
And I'm hearing you say that your customers want to make tiles and they want to make their own bathroom backsplashes. I'm
yeah.
hearing there that they probably really like to work with their hands. They probably really like to be just hands on doing things and they want to do something that improves their home as well. So you probably
Hmm.
have a lot of homeowners that are
Hmm.
in your niche, which is great. Before I built the eight wonders of the world, before I tried to teach people how to do pottery and also cook, I would just sell the tiles. If you got your people saying, hey, I really want to learn how to make tiles and I want to make them in my bathroom backsplash, then I would just sell tiles. Start there. Use that, tiles, build up your customer base there. And then when the eight wonders are ready, then you can have a really cool, hey, here's your next 6 months of date nights every single week. as we travel
Yeah,
the
okay.
world, making amazing pottery and eating amazing cuisine from all over the world together. Does that make sense?
So my that's like the eight wonders is like my MRR.
Yes.
But in the
Yes.
beginning, just sell them pottery in a box.
Just
Whether you
sell them
make
what they
one
want.
tile or a trinket, it's all the same box.
That's exactly right, Nessie.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Yes. Well,
yeah.
well, and like I don't know about Trinket. In talking to your customers, do way more people want tiles than trinkets?
Yeah.
And are
Uh,
you, is this only in your location customers? You're in Australia, right?
mm.
So is this only Australian customers that you've talked to?
Well, if you look at what's trending online globally, it's the trinket, not the tile.
Okay. And what are you going to be? Are you targeting Australians in your initial
No,
launch of the bot? You're targeting global.
yeah, global. Yeah, probably America because the Amazon can just flick it straight out to them. So I think the biggest market is America.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
100%.
And that's the date night trinket thing. And that's kind of ready to go. Like you get 500 grams of air dried clay, that's a trinket. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but the good thing about if you want to upgrade to tiles and buy more, the V curve, then a tile is going to take you 3 packets of air dried clay or whatever.
Mm. Okay, so then you could start with trinkets and you could easily make a tile box too, and then
Yeah.
throw up some ads and see what kind of take rates you get on tiles.
Yeah, you could test it. Yeah.
That's where I would start, Nessie.
Yeah.
Especially, you're gonna learn so much about subscriptions and boxes and just
Yeah.
how everything kind of works. You're gonna learn so much in your first month of doing that. And all
And
that knowledge is really gonna help you when you do your eight wonders box.
yeah, that's kind of down the track, isn't it?
I it's an awesome idea and I think there's legs to it, right?
Yeah.
Like, man, you're telling me I can have 6 months of date nights. Like my wife and I were just planning last night. We are like, we have to be more intentional with our time. Haven't had a date in months. We want to start doing weekly dates, right? So like, and what a great, I think that's a really, really great idea. There's a lot of customer data in the idea itself too. So I'm a huge fan of that, but it's just time and
Yeah.
hurdles, right? It's so
Yeah.
you have to make all the boxes pretty much ahead of time. If you're going to do a 6 month plan, you want at least 3 months. And again, now you also have to teach people how to cook. So it's like
Yeah.
it's a different box. It's just a different, like right
Yes.
now, your welcome video for your box is just simple. It's easy. It's one thing, one shot. I would very much start with that if I was you. Learn
Okay.
everything, and then in a month or two, then we can start spinning up eight wonders.
And exactly how do I do that? Like I've looked at Trey's school, the school community, so it's like 197 a month.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, that's what I sent you an email on it. Like, if I go to the event, yeah, I mean, okay, I can jump on a plane and join the Buy More Now machine. Also, can you flick me the link of the Buy More Now? Because if you type in buymorenowmachine.com, nothing happens.
Yes, I'm actually getting a special link for all you guys, so you can just go right to an order form. But my email's broken. I just got it fixed, so I can shoot you that later today for
Okay,
sure.
cool. So, what do I do? Do I join the schools or do I join the Buy More Now and then come over to America? But
When
then I don't
when
want to build a funnel for 3 days in a room because I've kind of got a funnel, especially by then.
well, the building of the funnel is just one part. So first off, when you join the Buy More machine, you actually get 6 months for free of Trey's Ecom MRR school. The one
Mhm.
you're trying to join. That school is $199 a month. You get 6 months free in the Buy More machine.
Yeah.
Then in the workshop, Nessie, it's actually just a 2 day workshop. It's not a 3 day workshop, but you already have the funnel. So that means like the first 20% of the workshop,
Okay.
you
20%.
bypass. The other
Yeah.
80%, the rest of it is all about ads, conversion, stats, metrics, ideation, and iteration on the funnels. So it
Yeah.
absolutely still
Yeah.
applies to you.
Yeah. Totally. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Um, okay. So then it's then I to go from here, like next week, I join Buy More Machine.
Yep. 100%. I'll shoot you a link later today. Just hop in, buy more machine. Absolutely.
Yep. Cool. Okay, so then that's got that off and racing. And then so then in that, like, okay, so my physical, I'm getting that up to 10K a month. Do I just do that? Like, there's going to be a point where I build this 10K a month thing and then it's going to dribble out because there's not that many. I live in a small town, there's not that many
Mm.
people.
Yes,
But
you're right. It is.
by that point, hopefully my pottery in a box has started to become profitable.
Also, hopefully, you've made enough customers in this initial campaign that you retain like 50% of them that want to
Yeah,
continue to come back to new class. You have
yeah,
your list. So, this campaign should be enough to build up your list where you could have even each week if you're going to do a new class, your eight wonders of the world. Man,
mm,
Nessie, you could do that in person first. You could
yeah, that
have,
would
hey,
be cool.
next Thursday, gang, we're going to be making the black plates of Japan. And
Yeah.
then when they come in, you could just also sell them. You don't even have to. You could just sell them the recipe. Hey, if you just pay
Mm,
$12, I'm going to give you my whole video walkthrough where you could make this amazing sushi and eat it on your black plates. Right? You could
mm,
sell
mm.
that to people in person. So all of this should really build the list, and you should be able to just market to the list and make it. But yes, after this fizzles out, you're going to do the exact same campaign with a new thing. What are you teaching people to build right now? It's a thing, right?
Yeah, like I teach them to create their own data set in the physical. Yeah.
Right now, that's what like your ads are running to a class to create your own dinner set.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So next, we're gonna have ads that build people a jewelry set.
Yeah.
Everything they need to contain their jewelry. Maybe you're
Yeah.
gonna have an ad that you're gonna make women's bathroom organizers so they can have all their
Yeah.
things. Or you're just gonna change the deliverable, and that'll be attractive to new people or the same people in your area that didn't take you up earlier.
Yeah. And
Yep.
that's more set driven, isn't it? Like not one trinket. Now we go into the set.
Well, I would.
Yeah, me
I,
too.
I think
Sure.
I would probably try and set them up into like a 3 week course or maybe a five
Yeah.
week course if that's really popular. Hey, in week
Yeah.
one, we're going to make your first trinket collector. In weeks 2, 3, 4, and 5, we're going to make more intricate and advanced pieces as your skills grow. And after these 5 weeks, you're going to have an entire station for your own bathroom, handmade, hand painted just by you for your own look and feel to have all your jewelry and accessories.
Beautiful. How cool
Yeah.
is that?
And then you're going to run that out in your local marketplace and you're going to build a new one and you're going to continue
Mm.
as people come in, you're going to continue. Hey, is there any other things that you in your home that you'd love to make pottery for? And they're going to give you
Mm.
ideas and you're going to run a new campaign.
Mm. Mm. Yeah. It's definitely building the taster, that first one, pushing them into a set, and then going to the intermediate level, like from there, much more value chain. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And then not losing my current customers because they kind of come, do something, and then I never see them again.
Yes, yes. It's just value ladders. We just have to have a path for them. You're exactly
Yeah,
right.
exactly. Exactly. Okay, I can do that. And then I'm heading into the buy more machine. Um, and then I think that thing of like two birds. So I also consult and speak. I don't know if you've seen my here. Let's go to here. So this is my corporate side of me. Um, so I'm a like a company director. I think you guys call it the FTSE 100.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so I'm a company director, blah blah blah. So that's me speaking, and then I've worked with like Nike, Coke, like lots of brands, blah blah
Cool.
blah. So I haven't kind of spent time um promoting this,
Mm,
but I like the balance between consulting and pottery. I like the flick in my mind. I'm not always in the studio, but then I'm not
mm.
always in the office either. Like I love having the two happening. At the moment, I'm like a facilitator of quarterly board meetings. So I go in and I help the board understand what's going on in their data because I've kind of worked client side, agency side.
Mm.
Um, so often, they're recruiting services that they are getting spun on. They're just spinning them a line and making them pay, but they're not getting the results. And the board don't know. They know that they're not getting the results, but they don't know why they're not getting the results.
Mm-hmm.
So I come in, act as a kind of interpreter to the board and get them unstuck. I specialize in IT companies between 5 million and 10 million. So there's that sort of sticky spot right in the middle.
Yep.
And that's where I specialize in working with them. I kind of want to build more of this. I get paid really well, but it's also fun. I get to wear normal people clothes. And yeah, like I've like got a lot of, and then, my philanthropy, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, I enjoy speaking on stage. How do I drive traffic to that? What do I create in terms of a lead magnet? Like, there's so many consultants out there. I just don't know how to stand out.
Probably not by using a page like this.
Okay.
This is like a website page, which is
Mm.
fine. This is like your brand page, your presence page. This is like your russellbrunson.com, which he has a
Hmm.
page very similar, well, kind of similar to this.
Hmm.
What's the lead magnet for you? Like, what is your goal? What do you want people to do? You want to go speak at events, right? Either digital or physical?
Physical events is great.
That's what
And
you want
then
to do.
sell, yeah, physical events. I love that. And then sell them up into either I run their quarterly board meetings each quarter, which is good, 4 times a year. And I help them interpret their numbers and see what's wrong with their company, basically.
How much do you charge to speak?
I usually don't charge anything to speak. I usually speak for free, but then I charge six, and I close a lot of my audience as well. Um, I trained under Darren Stevens, the hypnotist who trained
Oh yeah.
Russell. Yeah, so I trained under Darren. So, my conversions can definitely get better and good. Darren closes about 90% of the room. So, like, he's a genius. Um, yeah, so I don't charge speaking, but then I charge 6 grand a day for my board meeting consulting.
Right, which you want to speak to rooms full of qualified customers for your consulting
Correct.
offer.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Um, what I would do, Vanessa, is I would create a page where people can. How do they book you? Do you get on calls with people?
Yeah, they just book me because I know them. Like, yeah, I'm not in the unknown speaker category yet.
Okay, so what I would probably do then, Nessie, is I would make a we call it an appointment booking funnel,
Yep.
where somebody can book an appointment, book time to speak to you, and then you can, to see if it's the right fit for you to speak at their event completely for free.
Yeah.
Then I would use Manus AI, Manus.ai. I'll type that in the chat for you.
Yeah.
I would use Manus and I would have it find the 100 events happening this year in my region or area or global, however you want to do it. But I would have it
Yeah.
find 100 events that are happening that you would be well and qualified to speak at. And
Yeah.
it can also find the emails where you could submit yourself to become a speaker at those events. And I would send out 100 emails with a link to your appointment booking funnel where people can book a time to see if it's the right fit for you to speak at their event. And then I would go from there. If you sent out 100 emails, I would expect to get 10 to 20 responses. And then you
Yeah.
just hit them with a pitch. I'd love to speak at your event. I really love what you guys are doing. I love the movement. And more importantly, I love your customer. I have a lot of great value that I could provide for them. And I'd be happy to provide that value completely for free. That's
Yeah.
a great offer for somebody who's running an event. And then that should be enough to get you in the room to 10 to 20. You do that for the 100, and then you find the results, you find the script that works the best, and you move on to another 100. Because,
Hmm.
like, yeah, you could run ads, you could, but how many people are running events? It's very few. And then
Yeah.
of those people, how many of them are actually making decisions on who's going to be speaking at the event? Well, that's
Mm.
very few as well. So
Mm.
I would just go directly to the people. Don't even worry about ads. Manus will do all that for you. And I would just literally make them the sexy offer. I'd love to speak at your event completely for free. If you're interested, click here to book a time.
Hmm. And then I keep this web page, and then I just put a booking form on the back of it.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. You should put a booking
Okay.
form here as well because this is nice. Like if people see that maybe they heard you at a different event or maybe they hear you at this event, right?
Yeah.
Like this is what Russell does. He goes to speak at an event. That event has 20,000, 50,000 people there. When he goes and speaks and does his thing, everybody goes to russellbrunson.com after that, right?
Yeah.
Some of the people are just like, ooh, I want to do what he's doing. They're customers and they go to russellbrunson.com and he sends them over to ClickFunnels or to buy his book or anywhere else. Nothing actually happens on russellbrunson.com. You can't book
Mm.
there. You can't buy anything there. It just links to all his third-party funnels.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
some people want to be customers and do his thing and start ClickFunnels accounts and yada yada. But some of them also run their own events and they're like, "Oh man, I'd love to get this guy to go to the event." So on russellbrunson.com, there's a tab that says "Hire Russell." They click on
Mm.
that and then they fill out that form. That's what
Mm.
this should be. Aside
Mm.
from that, definitely having a specific appointment booking funnel that you can be proactive and reach out to those event holders with.
And then the speech itself that's the perfect webinar script.
Yes, it is. It absolutely
Yeah.
is. Yep.
Yeah.
So you probably have many things that you speak on already, many topics that you're an expert on in this field. So just
Yeah.
taking those speeches you already do and then perfect webinar arising them.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
turning them into a perfect webinar, an actual persuasive storytelling script would be amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I've got two. Then I've got my Potter in a box, which is kind of humming along. I've got my other teachers kind of teaching that. That's my 10K a month. But then I'm focused on my Potter in the box with Trey and you and that stuff. That's my scalable.
Yep.
But then every now and then I get to go and speak at events and convert the audience and yeah. Okay, that's
That's a,
that's a nice sort of plan.
yeah, that's a fun plan, Nessie. I love
It's
that.
a fun plan. Yeah, I like it
Yes, it
too.
is.
Yeah, yeah, it's fun. Yeah, cool. Okay, that's my plan.
Awesome. I
Thank
love
you.
that. That's our
Appreciate it,
plan, and
Dante.
we're
I
sticking
love you.
to it.
Thank you.
You're more than welcome, Nessie. Great stuff. All right. Margaret is next. Hey, Margaret, great to see you today.
How you doing, Dante?
Living the
You know,
dream.
your mic's a little low on my end. I'm all the way up. Are you? How's your audio on your? You boost it a little bit for me.
Let me see. Did that do anything?
Perfect.
All
Awesome.
right. There we
Yes,
go.
yes,
Great.
yes, yes. Okay, I want to pick up where we left off yesterday,
Let's do
since
it.
I'm trying to use you up until until you're out of here. No shame. I'm just like no
Use
shame.
me, abuse me. Let's do it.
Use you and abuse you. Okay, so I had a question on the funnel when we did it, added the split test to it.
Okay.
I am curious because
Mm-hmm.
I went out, just trying to understand how it actually works. Now, you mentioned this link. This link, Get Grant Ready versus is this the link I'm giving out, or because
Yes.
this is, because I'm gonna have to change it to this link, because this is, the abbreviation, and then this is a copy. So I'm trying to understand how logistically this works. So if we're doing this link, it's gonna split test between these two.
Okay, let me show you how this works. First off, you're right. We do have each page gets its own page path. So we want to clean those up. Here's my favorite trick. This path and this path are the exact same. We just add a copy to the end of your new one just to make it unique. But we don't want our customers to see that. That is not sexy, and that invokes sales mentality, and we don't want that. So here's what I like to do. Click your three dots on your variation and go to your settings at the bottom. Now we have our page path. Instead of copy, just make it -A or -1. Lovely. Go ahead and submit. Now, your two page paths are exactly the same. The only difference is this one has a -1 at the end. Customers will never know the difference between that. You're rocking and rolling now. So how this works, you have an ad or a Facebook post or an Instagram post, or you send an email, whatever it is, you're sending your thing out to people. And we always link our ad here to the funnel URL. So when somebody clicks on my ad, they're taken into my funnel URL and then into my funnel, where they will now get injected into your split test, and the split test will direct your traffic 50-50. You could put this URL in your ad. You absolutely could, and you could run traffic right here. But that would mean that when you have your ad and somebody clicks the link, they get taken right to this page.
Right.
They bypass all of this. I don't want you guys running your ads like that. Do not send it to the page URL like so. I always want you running ads here to your funnel URL, because when you do that, as you're changing things in the funnel, like Margaret, for you, you're going to be deleting and re-adding split tests. We never stop split testing. We always be testing. So when you run 100 people through, 200 people, and you're like, oh, let's say this page is winning. Well, you're going to kill the split test, and then you're going to start a new one, and you're going to have a new version of this page over here, and you're never going to have to touch your ad. As you're changing pages and URLs in the funnel build itself, you never have to touch your ad, because when you're doing it right, ad goes to the funnel URL, and then they're taken in. As you're changing all this, it does not affect your ads whatsoever. Does that make sense?
Perfect sense, because because I went to this link, this morning, and I'm like, how do they get to see either one of these? And so I went back and checked this. And so I think what I'm going to do, because our webpage is being redesigned as I call it a funnel model website.
Sure.
We talked about before, and so I should have an update here soon. So this is the web address that I gave them to. So when they click on my grant readiness framework challenge course, it actually will take them directly to here, but I want them to take them to here.
Okay. In that case you just shared, you have people going from a website, a funnel hub, if you will. And if you wanted them to go from a funnel hub to a specific page, in that case, you could use a specific URL.
Okay.
But if you ever change these URLs, those buttons on your funnel would be broken.
Right. I do understand that.
Yeah, okay, so you could do that if you wanted to. Like, if you knew, oh, this page is converting way better than this page, and you wanted to send them right to the best converting page just to try and maximize on that traffic, you could send them to a specific URL. Or if you're still testing and tweaking and you don't have a winner, the funnel URL will be a perfect place.
Okay, so I think what I'm going to do, thank you for that. So I get it. This is ad spend and testing. So I'm going to run two different ads to see which one's winning, is what I'm assuming.
Well,
So,
when you say which one's winning, do you mean which page is winning?
yes. So when I do an ad, so because I have money set aside to ramp up with Facebook ads, and we're going to do the $150 a day. I like what Trey Llewellyn says. You should at least, if you can do it. I mean, I know you can always do it. I can do it, and I want to see what happens. I'm curious to see what's going to happen the first week. I understand that the Facebook algorithm has to learn. It's learning, so I get that. But I think, and I'm a little optimistic on this because people want grants. Small businesses want grants, nonprofits want grants, and I think we're going to I think it's going to look promising even after the first week is what I'm getting at because
Yep.
people want what they think is free money. So I'm good with that.
Yep.
So in those ads, am I giving? Is this the ad link? And then it's going to, I guess I'm trying to understand how does it end up with one or two? This system itself will say, hey, we sent 10 people over here, and then we're going to send 10 people over here. How's it driving that traffic?
Great question. It's all controlled by your split test. You're running a 50-50 test here. So that's really how it's controlled. If 10 people click on your ad, that means 10 people go to the funnel URL. It's going to send 5 here, and it's going to send 5 here. It's just how split tests work. If there's 100 people that click, it's basically A/B.
A/B testing, yeah.
Yeah, so somebody clicks your ad, it sends them to A. It remembers
Right.
they just sent to A. So next person to go there, it sends to B. And it just keeps flip-flopping over and over.
Right. I was trying to figure out logistically where does that happen, right? Now, do
Yep,
we
it
keep
happens
this
right
as
there.
okay? Yes. Okay. Got it. So, do we keep this copy of webinar? Does this matter? They're not going to see this. This isn't public facing.
Yes, that's just the name. It's not public facing. Keep it however you want.
Okay. All right. So I understand that, and I
Cool.
think what we'll do for the website, I'm going to give them this page with all of the testimonials on it because I just think that it's going to outperform the one that doesn't. Again, that's what I'm predicting.
Sure.
And then so that's cool there. All right. So I'm good there.
Nice.
I have another question on so I'm gonna back out of this. I definitely want to back out of it. I want to go back to my funnels.
Cool.
So here on my funnels, now we have these are our affiliates, but these are all they're teaching me how to make other products that I wasn't thinking about that are all grant readiness, world products, right? And so I created this the other day because I closed on a deal for, I got someone who wants to submit for this grant. And I said, okay, I'll do it with you for $2,997. It would be more, usually it would be, somewhere between $6,000 and $8,000 and maybe $10,000, depending on how complicated the grant is. But I'm going to do it this way because you came through a specific path. They came through Small Business Development Center. And so even though I'm an SBDC advisor, just to put some context there, as long as they're not your primary client, you can sell to them. So a different advisor recommended that I work with them. And so this is the clone that I did. And do we need, two questions. Number one, do I need, because I think I'm going to use this, do I need this page, this kind of opt-in page, or should I eliminate that and just, send order forms? Because for them to get this right now, it would be, you would have to have a conversation with me. There'd have to be a discovery call with me to say, hey, we'll send you this. What I did here, and we'll preview this page, is kind of giving them, I like having the testimonials and for them to see a little bit of what they're really getting, just rather than just sending them to an order form. Does that make sense? And just putting, making them feel more comfortable that when you're spending $3,000, this is kind of what you're getting.
But this is an opt-in. So if you want to leave this page, you can. You can probably take all this information and just put it on the order form below the fold and have one page that does all that. But the big thing is what you just showed me, that's an opt-in. They would be giving you their name, their email, and any other information you ask for. And if somebody's going to give me that information, I must give them something in return. Right now, they're like opting in to be able to go and make a purchase, which you're also going to get their information on the order form step.
I've thought about that, yes.
Yeah, so there's no reason for this to be an opt-in. They're not getting anything. It's friction that we're actually putting in the process. So we do one of two things. One, turn your top page into a sales page, remove the opt-in form, and all the buttons just take them to the next step in the funnel, the order form, essentially turning that opt-in page into a sales page.
So how do I so how do I do that? I mean, can I, is that just deleting this order form right here? I mean,
Yeah,
this,
it's literally just delete the input elements, that one, that one, that one, and the button. Just delete them. Now, the button can actually stay there, but the button is not going to be submit. It's going to take them to the next step in the funnel. Do you want to do this really quick?
yes, let's
Take me back to your account. Enter the editor. All right, just delete those inputs. Yep. Now our button, I can see the little black text below it. It shows as submit form. We don't want it to submit, so click that button for me. Click your action drop down right there.
these things. I can't. Oh, right here, right here, right here. Okay.
And we're going to make it go to. And then instead of custom URL, hit that next drop down. Yep. And we're going to make it say, can you scroll down there? No, you can't. Sorry, my screen's so far away. Go back to your first action drop down.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. The go to action. Yes. Scroll me up.
That's as far as, that's far, it doesn't, that's it. That's, I mean, when I do it, it's,
Oh,
that's
that's
it.
it. Okay. I think there's stuff up on new link. Scroll well, just click down here real quick. Great. Scroll me up now on the settings. Can you go up anymore? No, you
No,
can't. Okay, scroll me down a little bit so that the go-to is at the top. The action is at the top. Yeah, now hit that drop down. Great. Now it'll show everything. We're going to make it. Oh, yeah, we took that off. Okay, actually, we are going to make it submit. Yeah, great. So there we go. We just turned this from an opt-in into a sales page, Margaret. Literally, that's it. So this is a sales page. There's no more opt-in form. It's just, do you want to get this action? Do you want this thing now? That's it. Easy.
right. So then so I'm gonna preview it really quickly and just for my own peace of mind. So, yeah, but why is it, going live and it's showing me
Just
that,
reload the browser, and you're probably cached if I had to take a guess, but
right?
reload. Let's see what happens. Yeah, okay, so close this down. This happens all the time. You're cached, and I can show you a quick way to fix that.
Okay, let's,
Yes, right-click the eyeball. Oh, you were perfect. Go back to that.
right here.
Yep. Right-click the eyeball in the top right. Open in incognito or private.
Private.
Incognito windows do not have a cache, Margaret. So you were seeing in your normal browser, you were saying like, "Oh man, these changes didn't apply. That's weird. It didn't do the
Right.
thing I said it was going to do." It
Yeah.
actually did. So if you ever see that happen, we always just want to look not in an incognito browser. Sorry, we want to use an incognito browser.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay.
Cool.
Perfect.
So yeah, you'll just dress this up a little bit. Headline, subheadline. That's all you really need. Maybe a little paragraph down there. Maybe you want to put like 3 bullets right there below the text. By the end of this, you're gonna have a grant fully written. Yada yada yada. Just some benefits of doing the thing
Right.
with you.
Right.
But
Okay.
that's really it. This is just a
Awesome.
simple sales page now.
Golden. I know we got Trey coming on next, so I don't want to. Don't worry, I'll be back tomorrow.
I think I was just looking, and if I'm not mistaken, yes, it looks like Trey's actually not in here yet. So let's do this. I need to step away for a quick moment, Margaret. Just hang out here. When I get back, if Trey is not ready to rock and roll, then we can keep going with this really quick. I'll be right back with you, though.
Perfect. Okay. That's cool.
Hey, Vlad, are you there?
Yes, Nancy. Yes, I'm here. I'm sorry. I was looking for the
I
button.
just wanted to say congratulations on yesterday.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
You killed it.
Yeah, no, well, I got that's just 10% of what I gotta do. So I don't wanna, take a victory lap as of yet. But
Yeah, but like your strategy in going to the golf house and like that was just a test, I think you said a couple of weeks ago, like you had a whole heap of other golf places that you could tackle.
yeah, no, as a matter of fact, I'm preparing. I'm actually going to an expo. Gotta be there in 2 hours, which gives me 1 more hour to prepare for. I'm just building a landing page here to like a squeeze page,
Yeah.
and I'm going to make these custom cards so people can actually go to, they can stay in touch. But I'm talking about the top.
Dante's back. Sorry, Dante, I was just telling Vlad how good he was yesterday.
How cool, right? How cool.
Brother. By the way, I haven't. I'm not. I guess you don't like me, huh? You guys don't.
No, I like you. I like you a lot. My email was just broken. Everything was broken, but we're rocking. I got you guys after this, I promise. And talking about promise, here we go. As always, he is constant like the Northern Star. 12 o'clock on a Tuesday. You guys know what that means. We got Trey Llewellyn with us.
We're here.
Hey, good to see you, brother.
We're here. Hello, hello.
How are you,
Good to see
man?
you guys. Good, man. Good, man. Sad. I'm sad, but I'm good.
Sad.
Sad. But yeah, we're gonna make the most of this, my friends. Our last call together. Right? I'm pretty sure it is, isn't it, Dante?
Yes, you are
last
correct,
call.
my friend.
All right, last call. So let's make it the best call.
Let's do that. Let's do that. Man, it was like, it was super sad waking up this Tuesday. It really was.
Tears in my eyes. Man, we got Nessie. What's up, Nessie?
I'm good. I'm really good. I just got my test coming for my Potter in a box. Dante and I have been talking about it. My CPM at the moment is like 14 or something, so I'm doing well on my ads.
Doing well. Doing well. That's like excellent. That's superb. Don't tell anybody you're doing that good. That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's incredible. Are you coming to St. Louis?
I am.
Let's go.
I was
Well,
just
yeah.
talking to Nessie and Vladimir. We're gonna get them set up in the Buy More machine, so they're gonna
Okay.
come to the event as well.
Yes. Come see us.
Hey, Vlad, you're gonna come too. The gang is in.
The gang is in. Yes. No, that'd be great to see you guys. Because you'd be coming from Australia, right?
Yeah, sure.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, that's amazing.
You two are worth it. It's fine.
Yeah, you can see Dante too. Dante's gonna be here.
It's gonna be awesome.
Here, be live in person. So then, like, what's cool about that is like we get to see how tall each other is, or how short. Because like, you're like, because everybody's the same height on Zoom, and then come the event, you're like, bro, like, how are you tall? And then like, how are you so short? I'm like, just it happens. I just raised my seat up. That's all it is.
I met a
Don't
girl.
touch the ground.
I met a girl like 3 years ago that I worked with for the longest time, and I met her at FHL. She was like 4'6". Never knew it. I was shocked. My jaw literally hit the floor.
Wow, it's incredible. It's weird. Like Zoom, we see each other all times. It's like, oh, okay, you were wearing pajama pants the whole time.
Yeah.
Well,
We
Nessie,
also
how
had
can we help?
little update. We also had.
Oh my gosh, Charlie's here. The whole gang is here. Holy
Charlie's
smokes.
in.
This is just a reunion to this point.
I can't wait for the workshop. Getting everybody in person, man, it's gonna be so much fun.
It will be a lot of fun. It will be a lot of fun. It'll be
Yep.
good to see everybody.
Pretty cool though. Vladimir sent out an email. He's working with the Brotherhood of Freemasons, and he sent out an email selling some cigars. Sold 14K on the first email. That came in
Shit.
yesterday. Pretty good.
15.5 now.
Oh,
15.5 is going up.
Excuse me.
15.5. Was that a are those like to consumers or are those the businesses?
No, these are the consumers.
Oh, that's legit.
Yeah, no, it's yeah, I mean it's a very nice, product plus audience plus automation. I was talking to Dante yesterday. I mean, the funnels are just crushing it, dude. Like, I mean, I've never sold 10 boxes in my life online, and this thing is just, they're just dinging them, man. I mean, fivers. Actually, I do have setup of 1, 3, and 5s. We're doing pre-sales, so we don't even have product yet. And the one guy
Man,
was so
if you don't send any of those cigars out, that's pure profit.
yeah, well, we don't work that way,
Okay. Some do.
I don't wanna do that, you know how they operate in the shadows, man. Well, I don't want it to become them,
Oh, I thought that's how you make money online.
I'm trying to connect, man.
That's great, man. That's really good. You know what's interesting is you said by email, and dude, I bet you do crush because one, you can't advertise cigars, anywhere, and so when people are advertised cigars, that's probably the only advertisement they get.
Yeah, well, I'm actually, this is a zero ad spent, and I did get them to send the email internally to the entire group. So now I'm converting those into my own leads.
Oh, that's interesting. Who sent
and,
who sent the offer?
So basically, it's the Grand Lodge, right? Like, so I mean, we do have a contract in place. I will be writing them a check for royalties. But because we did this, it's actually a pretty cool project. I mean, it's a high quality product. I probably went slightly overboard compared to the expectations, but it's the first project in 2.5 centuries, so of this kind. So I am using that element as a strong selling point, and we've been, the phone's ringing because average age is 64, like, so they sometimes don't even know how to buy them online, and let alone, to. So I've been also, I've been also calling this the purchasers of multiple same product, meaning that one guy was buying 5 and then he wanted to buy another 5. He wanted to buy 10. But since I only got 1, 3, and 5 as a product offering, so he wanted to do 2 batches of 5. Then the car got, for the second transaction was not approved by the system. So he went above and beyond, like, to actually get his like to buy him from another card. And I called him and said, "Hey man, did you I see a lot of failed attempts and stuff like that." And he was like, "Oh man, thank you so much," and this, and I was like, "All right, you're welcome."
And when he says the lodge, he's working with the Lodge of Grand Masons.
Yes, so it's a lodge of free and accepted Masons in the state of New York. So I'm got plugged into 30,000 strong. But then the next step is where I want to make a club. Is this like my position is quite unique in a sense that I do have both wholesale and retail license. So the challenge has always been to advertise, right? You guys know that well. I've been trying to pick up all the tricks that you might have.
Sounds like you found it.
Yeah, well, yeah, and then but this is kind of like it was even easier. Well, the investment obviously up front is significant, meaning that I volunteer to fund it so I can get plugged into this network. The it's zero ad spent. And now I want to create a club that is going to take this nationwide because Freemasons smoke cigars, man. I mean, they smoke a lot.
Yeah,
of
you want to hear something crazy, Trey? His order form converted at 30%. And he only had one upsell. It was Moss, and that's converting at 17%.
You didn't have continuity?
He didn't have continuity in it yet.
So that's where I need the plan, man. That's where I need that club, you know.
Don't make me call Charlie and have him come kick down your door.
No, it's coming. This is why I'll be coming to St. Louis as long as I can. I mean, you know.
You know what goes really good with cigars?
Whiskey.
A good bourbon.
Yeah, well,
Oh, yeah.
Speak
I'm-
the truth.
And you know what goes really good with bourbon?
Cigars.
Cigars.
Yeah, they're
You know, I'm
definitely-
telling you, business partnerships are made through calls like this, guys.
I
Because
know.
you can be in a totally different niche than Charlie, and Charlie's in a totally different niche than you. But when you guys combine powers, you guys can do some really amazing things. Like, for instance, what comes to my mind is cigars on the back end of Charlie's funnel, or an email list, because I think Charlie's built up a pretty nice email list. Or he can advertise cigars to his school community, the same way that you've just done it, or vice versa. Is you do a nice bourbon T-shirt on the back of your funnel,
Yep.
and every month you guys
I
are
love
splitting
it.
renewals.
No, and that's actually fantastic. And to make things better, I mean, I'm kind of, you know, I'm a product kind of guy. I came to this world and I'm quite amazed how, you know, you guys make money out of nothing, you know, like not nothing, but so I do have, because of the exclusivity, I have access to the like top dogs, the actual manufacturing companies in the liquor industry. So I'm already, you know, doing the collabs with you know, tequila. I'm just going now on behalf of the largest liquor distributor. So we did like all the bourbons, and I have these really cool. It's a Charlie, you may know it. It's a company called Hill Rock. It's one of the oldest whiskey and bourbon distilleries in the United States. It's funded, I think, like during the maybe even like a colonial era or something like that, you know, right after. So it's like I have a product. All that said is, you know, like, I mean, it's monetizing this whole structure, and I also have direct access to the actual manufacturing of the cigars. And we're not talking, you know, grandpa in a basement. We're talking one of the largest manufacturing in the world, like Top Dog, like the guy that's well known, and he's a personal friend of mine. You know, like, so it's that's what I'm saying. I mean, there was a missing element. There's a missing element. All this potential, all these things, and it's just a missing.
Did you pay any money for the list for them to send the dedicated email?
No, well, yes,
Yeah,
indirectly, meaning that I built under my Baron of Havana, I built a limited edition Grandmaster. I put his name, I put his face on the tag. So the head guy's called the Grandmaster. So
Yeah.
he's the commander of everything. There was unfortunately, with the product development, we experienced every single problem that was, you know, exists under the sun. And the guy's term ends in the beginning of May. So I got a month to sell 850 boxes more. We
So how did
already
you get them to send the list? Like, did you call them? Like, what was the negotiation?
no, so basically, no, I mean, the deal was I invest in a cigar, so I invest in a product. I needed a new line anyway, and they are pushing it from the official channels. So that is why the email that went out, just one email, brought 15 grand and counting, you know.
How'd you get that connection? Like, how'd you?
Well, I am a Freemason myself.
Okay, so then you got a call to someone who has the email list. Like, how'd you find the person who sends the emails?
So the marketing, so the you know, there's it's a rather old organization in which there's a lot of chiefs and a few Indians, and the one of the Indians is actually the head of marketing, and he handles the emailing. So it was him that he sent the it didn't even this email did not even come from the Grandmaster. If it came from him, like, we'd probably sell 500 boxes. So eventually, I'm a have them pick up the pace. They drag their feet even in terms of sending this email, but I sent a pretty strong get respectful email on Saturday morning. Email went out, and here we are. So I explained to them, guys, like, we gotta do stuff, like, but I can't, they don't want to give me, like, hand me the list.
Yeah, they can't do that.
No, they can't do that. But that's probably better in a sense that when the email does go out, and I'm gonna try to have at least like 6 or 7 on the go out for different purposes and occasions and reasons. When the email goes out, it goes from their official email, so it's not it's warm traffic to the point where people are like calling and when they can't make a payment, their phone is ringing, so it's it wanna buy.
There was this, I don't know if this trick exists anymore. This is a trick we did a long time ago, and it was it was messed up, but it worked. You can put a code snippet. I forget what this is. I have to look it up. But you can put a code snippet in the. So how we deliver the dedicated email is through HTML. It'd be like an HTML send, and at the bottom we would include this HTML snippet. And what it did is anytime someone would open up their email, it would pixel. It pixel on the extension like Chrome, and when it opened up the email, it would subscribe them to our list.
Oh shit!
So not because they clicked, not because they opted in, but because they opened up the email, boop, that pixel goes live, and like it would be, we got them as a subscriber, and I forgot how we did that, but dude, how we grew our list. Like was through that for a little bit until all the dedicated dudes got smart and they're like, "What's this little snippet of code?" We're like, "Ignore that. Don't look at that." I don't know. That was AI. AI did that.
That is actually still a thing, Trey.
Is that a thing?
It's still a thing. You can put a snippet in your email that actually also scrapes all their data, so you can grab as much data from them as possible right off the browser. What we're doing now, not we, what sneaky companies are doing now is that that cookie consent banner is actually, when they consent to cookies, it's actually also subscribing them to all lists and scraping all data.
Nice.
So, yep.
Yeah, so visitors, you're getting visitors to opt in without opting in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the thing here is
this is our last call, guys. We're just getting good. Things are heating up.
I hope not, Trey, as if the system, if Dante's email gets to work, that shouldn't be the last call. But long story short is that I also want to be respectful here, right? Like this is a conservative organization that does not, how can I say? I'm at least at this first project, I'm trying to not really push him hard or rock the boat is too much, but I'm already talking to the incoming grandmaster to make yet another. So now the pre-sales are going to start rolling way before
Good.
Vladimir, I would say 4 emails a month is enough.
Yeah no, that's
like really good.
That's what I was thinking.
Other than that, if you do too many, you'll burn their list, and then you'll make a lot of money. You might make $100,000 off of it, but then that list is gonna be dead to cigars for 6 months. Whereas if you trickle it like 1 email a week, you could probably do $200,000-300,000 on it, like 3x versus burning it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you get now, but you found fire. So that's the New York one. So how do you have that grandmaster call the next grandmaster down the state and say, "Hey, we just did this huge thing with Vladimir, blah, 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 blah." The other thing I would do in your back pocket is you found fire, so you know what works, and you have that contact. That's a very powerful contact. So now you can call Charlie up and say, "Charlie, remember those glasses you're about to sell, those oak glasses? Well, I just sold ever many cigars to this guy. I think these people would love bourbon as well, and these oak glasses we'd sell like hotcakes. Let me be an affiliate of some sort. Give me 10%. I'm gonna get you the connection. I'll get 10%. We'll give them a kickback, and then you make the rest, whatever that split is. Maybe it's like 50-50 at the end of the day. Like 40 them, 10 you, 50 Charlie, and send the email. So now they're getting cigars. Now they're getting oak glasses, and then you call up, the next person, and you're like, "Hey, Do you want this? Or are you making the next offer? Right? Because I would rather send offers. Like I would rather be you in that case and have Charlie in my back pocket, because Charlie has to go and do fulfillment. He has to do cash flow, investment, and he has to do customer service. Versus, and the other guys built the list. You're just the toll booth at that point.
Yeah.
So if you can make those connections, say, hey, you should send this offer, this is a really good offer, this is a really good offer. And those, like you're coming to St. Louis, guess who's going to be in the room? 49 other people with really good offers, right? Built the same way. And there's VIPs that are coming. And the VIPs are the ones that people in the front of the room that are probably a little more serious about their business than general admission, right? So those people I'd be talking to. If the niche fits the masonaries, then yeah, it's a good opportunity. If it's like, I don't know, how to build Barbie dolls, then it's probably not, right? So you kind of got to maneuver your way through, but that's a really good place to be, a good, really big room to be in to make some pretty serious connections that can make some serious dough on the back end for you, you know?
No, look, as I told Dante so many times, I mean, being a part of this journey has been invigorating in so many ways, in a sense that I'm actually getting to learn what I can use. I'm kind of like a one man plus, affiliate show. So technologies, tricks, strategies, tactics, how to do this thing. I mean, I just built up a funnel, which, by the way, I gotta connect and I gotta print the cards. Like all these things are priceless. I mean, I did my MBA at Yale. Like it's king. I mean, it's your flashy corporate job, you're gonna whatever. But when it comes to
Did you hear that, Trey? He just said you were better than an MBA at Yale, I think.
I thought he said he got his MBA at Yale.
I did.
Oh, yeah, but he was saying you were better.
Oh. Well,
no, I mean, I'll I was a TA there, like, and I definitely got to reconnect. I've been just, tunnel vision so busy, but hey, if you're down, man, I can, there's an entrepreneurship class. This, like I actually started the company there, and that's why we have a unique business model and everything else. And there's a lot of smart people, but when it comes to the hands-on work, like the actual tactics and strategies and how you're I mean, I did that years and years ago, so a lot of things have changed. But the professor that actually sponsored me, two of them, one of them was kind of like a huge Chinese version. Like he introduced infomercial to China. We're talking, and you know how he started? By selling George Foreman grills. Like he's that's how he rented, like the phone, the QVC type of thing at night, all that he could afford. He just went all in.
And a lot more
And
people in China than America.
yeah, no, I mean, obviously, and then he was telling us, oh man, then he went into telecommunications, this, that. I mean, we're talking serious billions there. I mean, like serious.
I actually have a call. I have a client call. My first call for the day this morning is with a client in China. That's why I have to meet so early, because it's his night. He's 12 hours difference. And great guy. But he, it's funny. He's like, I do consulting in China, and these guys are calling him. They want them to build them a WordPress site. He's like, we're 7 years behind America. So all the things we were able to do 7 years ago, like crazy urgency, countdown timers, impulse buy, this is going to explode, crazy guarantees like you will be healed, you will look younger, it'd be like the day you were birthed. Those still fly in China. It's still the wild, wild west. Whereas America, we can't say any of that anymore.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh man, the opportunity right now in China is insane. I asked him what language they put the sales pages in. He said Mandarin, which is Chinese. Because I was like, it'd be really cool if you could do like English, pages. But if they're Mandarin, they're Mandarin. But to take what you know now and just be like, let's rewind 7 years and know what you know now, but do it 7 years ago. That's China. That's China. Probably why ClickFunnels is trying to get in Japan right now. you know?
I mean, every single no, I totally agree, and actually that makes sense. I wasn't aware of that, but I did notice that every email or any sort of a digital, correspondence that I have from, when you look at Alibaba, I mean, that's like WordPress, like a probably. I mean, WordPress from like 1990s, man. I mean, like it's not even, the things don't work. You click in the buttons here, the thing is there. Like it's so ugly. And everything that I get from this lenses, I mean, now I should have more confidence that it's legit, but I'm always like on a like the things look so outdated. It just looks so spammy. I mean, it's
It's
just
archaic.
but now things make sense. Actually, I'm not surprised. There's a lot of opportunities, but yeah, I mean, I'm just so busy, man. Like, I mean, I actually have the golf expo with the country clubs that I'm sponsoring. That's another thing that but no, I definitely look forward to seeing you guys all in St. Louis. I just need to get it all done whenever the system is up and running and things like that.
May
Um,
11th and 12th. We are very excited for it.
no, absolutely, man, absolutely. But yeah, I mean, and what do you think about the following? So I've been actually um trying to pursue um through a distributor that I will see later, right? I'm actually going after the retailers that have license to sell and ship liquor nationwide to actually ship the product. So, like that was kind of my thought process. But uh, looking at you guys, like in flying in unrestricted waters, I don't, I don't know if that's the right approach to actually make money. You might deliver the product and the value and the meat and potatoes, but is like a lot to manage on a regulatory side there.
Are you asking me?
No,
Can't say that.
I was just thinking, like, I mean, is that something that is recommended course of action, or you guys have some other ideas? Because I'm writing like pairing emails, and we're experience-based companies. People like to read about that. And my idea was like, hey, here is, click a link and go buy, I don't know, a bottle of this or a bottle of that. And then basically forward it to, to the online retailers that are actually doing that. But I know as I went through audit, like I don't, I feel like there's like, you guys make money way easier than connecting all these big mosaic pieces together.
You know what's going to stop the cigar business from being $100 million brand? The liquor business, the golf expos. You know what's going to stop the golf expos from being $100 million brand? The cigar business. There's a lot of women with the red dresses, a lot of things. And focus is just everywhere at all times on all these different things. You got to hone in on one, Vladimir. I know you have a lot of things in the fire. I know you do a lot of things, but like as far as the focus on what you're working actively, we got to choose one and we got to stick to it. Would you agree with that, Trey, or disagree?
All right, we just on a call before this, which is our ecom MR call, and there was Jill was on there, and she had kind of like Vladimir, a Rolodex of ideas and opportunities, and she was she was like, okay, I want to sell this bride item, and through school communities. I said, okay, cool. Are you like, is that your like passion, like you're into brides? And she's like, oh no, not at all. I go, well then why are you selling bride stuff? And she goes, well, I need to sell this item for this. I said, okay, well what's your passion? And we finally got down to it. It was photography, which is not anything we were close to bridal anything. I said, wouldn't it be way cooler if you just got like paid to do photography? I was like, you're going to Boise to go do photography, and when you post that stuff anyways, even if you didn't get paid? She's like, of course. I said, so okay, so then your passion's photography. That's what you need to build a school community around. The bride stuff, she had like 5 other things. Those things put down in a notebook. That's what Carl White always taught me. Is like as entrepreneurs, as we grow, we the vial, the glasses go away and you see opportunity everywhere, and you just can't. There's just so much that you don't know which one to grab first. And the best thing Carl gave me was grab a notebook and put those ideas into the notebook, because you can't do them now. Go do them later, right? To remember them. And so I told her, I said, kind of gave her Charlie's story, which was, Charlie built the group. He did 10 shirts. I think you're on the 10th one, 11th one now. And I said, he hasn't really done anything else besides that and donation funnels. And I said, you should follow the same regimen where you just do 10 shirts. Because you do 10 shirts, you will have a full understanding of what works and what doesn't work. You've stuck with the one thing, it's been like 10 months of just shirts. And you've made sales, you got people recurring. And then go after these other products that you're looking to sell, because now you'll have more of a foundation of like how things kind of work online, like how things sell, and you'll be able to sell a lot faster. And I told her, I was like, I don't think Charlie would have been able to sell oak mugs the first month he launched versus how he'd probably sell them now. Like there's probably a lot of things that he has learned over the time of selling online now, of one product being a t-shirt, to give him knowledge, education, and foundation of like, okay, I know how to sell online. I've made sales. I know what sales look like. When I go and launch this product, I'll probably know pretty quickly if this is a product that's going to sell or not, because he'll have the confidence knowing I still know how to sell online, regardless if this sells or doesn't sell.
I think I also know better what not to do.
There you go.
Like I think that, and it might sound weird, but I think it's really true. Like I found a lot of stuff not to do.
And I cannot agree more, but let me just, pick up I understand that in ideal world, if I only started with one and I had one and I am totally on board and I see the practical need for that. However, over the past, few years, I have built such a strong relationships with the best country clubs in the nation. We're talking like exclusivity. And when it comes to golf and cigars, just like Masons and cigars, that is just as good, right? So now and I even spent, I'm sponsoring the Country Club Association. So at some point, I definitely want to make sure that I just focus on these two. It's gonna, until one maybe drops, and I'm going to probably, if I just end up doing the club and no direct in-person events, like just kind of merge them and, just basically push the same product, same types of cigars, it's just two different audiences.
Yeah.
To drop it now, like I can't just drop it, right? Like I can just not show up when I got 50 or plus events sign up for, because it's the customers in those clubs that are my, dream customer, not the club itself. The club itself is not scalable. There's a lot of them, but it's a lot of, it's a lot of work. It's not really the best. You can't depend on that. But this thing is, everybody in the nation plays golf and knows what these places. These are places where movies are shot and famous movie stars are members and stuff like that. And just give it away. Like I just, maybe I will. Maybe we'll justify that one thing just takes off and I just phase it out. But at this point, I'm just, and it's.
I think the thing here, man, is you found fire. Just do that again. Like, don't go recreate something. Don't go do a new business plan. Don't go find a new product. Just do what works, and do as big as you can and as fast as you can, because that is easy. It's working. And when something's easy, you go hard on it.
Yeah.
Like hard. Like you should be making all the calls to all the masoneries around and asking for introductions and introductions of introductions.
100%.
Like that's all you should be doing.
Yep.
Yeah.
A 30% conversion rate on the order form. I know you're into most clubs. We have not made sales. I'd have that on the back burner. I would do the least amount possible to keep the relations up and my fulfillments where they need to be. I would be calling every single lodge in every single state across the entire universe. 30% conversions. I just want more of that.
Yeah. Yep.
Spot on. I mean, and we do add value too, because there's another company that has been doing this limited editions for the Grandmaster, but then they gotta take it to the wholesale market, they don't go to the retail, meaning they gotta go to a wholesale market and they sell it as a distributor. So they gotta sell it to the shop, and then shop has to sell it to their own customers. So what I'm delivering here is 3x of an industry standard in terms of the proceeds and royalties that are going to go to the actual beneficiaries, which are this brotherhood funds that are helping poor and distressed brothers. And
you don't have to sell me and Dante on it. We're
no.
believers.
I'm just thinking that that was my intention. What I'm saying is that it does give me confidence to actually present that information to others, and it's definitely.
I would skip that golf tournament, man. Like that golf tournament's not going to make you 10, 15 grand.
Yeah, no,
Sorry, I'm sick. I'm making phone calls.
It's not a tour now. It's not a tournament. It's actually like all of the country club managers enhanced. Today is the biggest event because they got a association, and today that's the event. So it's one shot to get preferably maybe 80 or so of them. Clubs.
Okay.
I'd be doing that as fast as I could to get out of that so I could call my guy at the lodge that I just talked to and get a hookup into the next lodge as fast as I could.
But speaking of that, guys, I'm so sorry. I gotta hop. I built a funnel. I gotta put it into I forgot how to do to connect the funnel to the subdomain. So is it a 1-2 process, Dante?
Yes, go to your funnel, go to the main funnel settings top right, and then you can choose that subdomain.
Is it customized?
Well, yeah, it's whatever subdomain you have in your account. So if you already made the subdomain and brought it in, then you just choose that. If you haven't, then just make the subdomain.
No, subdomain is made and connected.
Oh yeah,
and that's a workspace setting, right?
No. Once the subdomain is in your account, go to the funnel itself. Go click the name of your funnel, and then funnel settings top right.
Okay. Funnel.
Yep. Just click the name of the funnel.
Yep.
And then in the top right, you have settings.
Man, my computer. Okay, so and there, it's opening pretty. God damn.
And then once you click settings, the second drop down will be your domains. Just choose that subdomain from the list.
Okay. 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 So update funnel.
Yep.
And it still shows the name as like kind of messed up.
Well, that's just the name of the funnel. When you look at the very top middle, you see the funnel URL, and that should now have the new subdomain.
Okay, it's got that squeeze page thing and stuff, but it works. Guys, I really appreciate you. Dante, please send me this thing. If not, I'll remind you tomorrow. And
you won't have to. I got you back like a sweater, Vladimir.
I'll see you soon, Trey.
See you, buddy.
Thanks for everything, man. It's
of course.
Changed my life, man. Thank you. Cheers.
Cool. Perfect. Mrs. Annie got questions.
Bingo. Annie's up. Good to see you, Annie.
Hey, good to see
What are we
you
doing? We gonna get a little muddy today?
No, actually, this is something else. I mean, I attended these calls for what, like over a year, like when you guys first started them. And we went through all the sticker stuff, and I never had a sticker idea until now, right at the end. And you guys are stopping. But so I wanted to get Trey's input before you guys stop these calls about an idea I have.
Let's do it.
Okay, so my thing is I'm trying to collect people that have like kids. So like people that want books. So I can also market all my books to them. And so basically I was going to do a sticker club that was around like stories. So I would send them like a kind of a backer card with 3 stickers that could create a scene. And then I would write like maybe a line that goes with the scene to kind of create it So basically it'll become a scene. So it's almost like it's a picture from a book without the scenery in the back. Does that make sense?
Okay.
And each month would have like a monthly theme. So I'm going to choose a theme. I would get the stickers. I put them on a backer card and then have a like write a little thing that goes along with it.
Have you ever
And
heard
then
of
there could,
little passports?
uh-uh.
I would just copy what they're doing. Let me see. I haven't looked at Little Passports in a long time. Let me see if they're still doing the same thing. They're still in business. They're freaking still in business. How the place has been, I don't know. Let me share the screen real quick. So Little Passports. Let's see. They probably. I mean, I haven't looked at this for like 3 years, but I just remember them as like a kid product. Oh, they've definitely gotten a lot bigger. This is cool. So basically, what they do is it's all subscription based. So basically, it's around the world adventures is what they used to do, and it was amazing because your first box, you get, let's see here, yeah, okay, so it's pretty much the same. So you get this box. This is your first stop is obviously Brazil. So they get all these really cool things to teach the kid about the country of Brazil. Now, the one thing I want you to understand and see real quick is although this looks really big in 3D, all of this folds up into like a letter mailer.
Mm.
So this
Letter
is
mailer?
letter mailer. Yep, goes in a flat mailer. So that way they can mail it to you for cheap.
You
Like we're
mean
not
by
talking.
that you mean envelope, right, Trey?
Yeah, yeah. Like
It's a regular letter?
no, like like a legal letter. Like
Okay, yeah.
okay. So cheap shipping is what I'm getting at. Then they go to France. Again, see how they make it look 3D? But
Yeah.
all this fits in a letter mailer. Like all this is fold, stick, and pop outs.
Yep.
So it's really genius of how they mail you stuff, but how they make it look like you're getting a lot. The next one is this pop-up game, which is pretty cool for Egypt. So every month you're getting like a new place that your kids get to see. So what people do is the grandparents are coming here and they're, for 25 bucks a month, they're grabbing these plans where they get these like you get a free lunchbox if you grab the 6 month. You get a free lunchbox and all these other packs for 12 months. But as you can see, like this is what it looks like when it comes looks like. So let me see if I can zoom this in. So it's just like a box, little box. Even if it's even that, I don't know. But you can ship that for pretty cheap, right? 25 bucks a month. So they're probably making, 20 bucks a month, maybe 15 bucks a month on that. And they're billing it at $300 every 12 months. So what you're kind of saying is, hey, I want to create a storyboard. So maybe you do something along the lines of a storyboard every month they get something. And you just follow this where it's a monthly club.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking is like it would be a sticker club. Well, because so the other thing is I have this bookstore that moved into town and um we're thinking of maybe partnering on some things. And what's selling really well right now in bookstores are stickers.
Yeah, it's
Like
great.
the grandparents come in and buy a ton of stickers.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I was kind of trying to hit. And then I was thinking there could also be like a curated book that could go with it. And I didn't know if I should include it all together or it's like
Totally could. I
add
mean,
on the book or
I would go look at this website and see how they set it up, where you're getting bonuses for each level.
Yep.
So you get the free adventure suitcase, which is a lunchbox, free first book, and then you get the free adventure suitcase here, first book, and you save $84 for the 12 months.
okay.
I could see for you, Annie, since you're like making kids stories, like, yeah, maybe for 6 months instead of a suitcase, maybe you give them like a spiral notebook that they could stick their stickers in and have pages and they could like make their own stories and they could have them all there. Absolutely.
Or a really cool, cheap IKEA bookshelf.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
Like one of those like hanging bookshelves.
Yup.
Okay.
But I'm always thinking how, something that looks big but it's cheap.
Yeah.
Um You know, something as simple as this, like we've done these invisible bookshelves. So they get like
Okay.
one of these, maybe you ship one of these, but you show it as this.
Mm-hmm.
The books
Hmm.
take up a lot of room, but then what they get is this.
Okay.
But that's it. They grab the 6 months. So that way they have a place for all the books to go. You kind of gotta do your own diligence on that, or maybe they get a baggie of mud, and it's Play-Doh or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, just taking the same thing here is making something that's 2D look 3D, and you look like you get a lot for what it is. And it's the adventure. It's the adventure of France. It's the adventure of Egypt. It's the adventure of something like, again, it's the story that they're telling the user here. I'm assuming is, it's something you get to do with your grandkid. It's something you get to do with your child, and it's a learning experience. Like, here's, we're going to build a lighthouse together. We're going to build an Eiffel Tower together. We're going to build a book together, play a game
Mhm.
together.
Yeah. I was trying to decide if I because my other idea was that I could have the stickers illustrated by like a children's book illustrator to kind of tie in. But then
Mhm.
I was not sure if it would be worth like all the work to do that.
Yeah, that's why.
Like
That's
if
why start small.
start small
Just start with stickers. Sell your first batch of stickers. Sell your first sticker. Just
and
sell.
just like source stickers that already exist.
Yeah.
Like not okay.
I mean, you can go to. I mean, shoot. There's like 12 different websites that you can grab stickers from. Like stickermule.com is one. And you go grab site. I mean, stickers are 12 cents, 10 cents a pop. 300
For the
stickers is
vinyl ones,
uh maybe a little
really?
bit more. Depending on how big you get them. I mean, if you get them, 5x5s, then they're gonna be more expensive. If you get them 2x2s, it's a little cheaper.
Yeah. Okay, so I could just start. So maybe I get them stickers that go with the theme and they create their own story is like one of the
Could,
things that they could do
could, yep,
and have a book that could go with the theme.
yep. Now you could switch it where take a chapter out of ClickFunnels. ClickFunnels doesn't sell ClickFunnels anymore; they sell services, and then you get ClickFunnels for free. So
Hmm.
what you could do is you could sell the stickers, and when they buy the sticker club, they get a book for free.
Yep, could definitely do that.
It's just how you position it. What angle you give the user to feel like, oh, I'm getting a big value from this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how do you think I could go before I'm getting like price sensitivity and
What's that?
like if I'm how high a price do you think I could go? If I did like three stickers, you get the book for free. Um, you get like the backer card, the create your own story. Like how high do you think I could price that?
Maybe 19.95, 24.95. That feels about right to me. I mean, we're
Yeah,
selling.
1995 felt perfect, at least for a starting point. Because
Okay.
like Little Passports, just one of their boxes, I think it was $34.
It would be easier if the problem is like picture book, like they retail at like 18.99, 19.99. So that's where I'm trying to figure out like pricing wise.
But what is your cost on the book, Annie?
So I mean if I go right like if you go through Ingram, it's usually 40% discount off retail. I could get it for. If I go straight to the publisher, it's probably like sometimes it's like 50% discount or like 60 if it's non-refundable.
So $10?
Yeah, like I would assume like half is a reasonable assumption.
So you got 10
That's fine.
bucks, $10 in the book, 80 cents in the stickers, call it $11. Just comes down to shipping.
Yep.
And then
So if you
things
so
that
if you did
are
19.95 plus 4.95 shipping,
Yeah.
24.95.
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
And you'll have profit at that.
But we're
And
selling. I
is that
mean,
enough?
we're selling stickers for $6.95 for one sticker.
Yeah.
For one sticker, and then I mean I had a client reach out last night, who's selling stickers, and Charlie, you know who this is, but he's at 19,000 subscribers, paying him $20 a month.
That's for uh and is he just doing one 3x3 sticker?
Up front, yeah, and then he's selling a sticker club and a T-shirt club on top. So it's $20 a month. They're getting 4 stickers a month, so it costs him $1 for the stickers and like $2 to ship it. So he's at 19,000 times $20. That's $380,000 a month he's bringing in.
Does he do how you were saying earlier in the calls where you design them yourself, or
He designs them, yeah.
he designs them?
hmm
So, and you're the ones you sell for 65. Those are designed yourself, right?
Um, you're designing all the stickers.
Yeah. So I guess then for me, I wouldn't be starting out designing them myself because I guess mine are going to be more, um, I guess like illustrated versus at least the ones I saw you talk about. How are the stickers that he does compared to that? Are they just sayings or are they
Yeah,
more?
they're just sayings with phrases on them, or sorry,
Okay,
sayings with pictures of them.
sayings with pictures. Okay. And mine probably would be more illustrated style.
And that's okay. Like whatever the sticker is, the sticker is.
Okay.
It just has to it has to resemble them. They have to connect to it, right?
Uh,
Like no one's buying the books because I'm trying to word this properly. No one's buying a drill because they want a drill at Home Depot. No one goes to Home Depot and like I could go for a drill today. They go
yeah.
because they need something. They need what the drill does. The same thing is with a book. Like I don't have books on these shelves because I love having books on my shelves. I could care less of what these books,
Mm.
they're paper. It's paper with words. What I want is what the words can give me and do for me. That's what your book is doing. Is they don't care for the book. They want the connection with the child with the book.
Mm.
So as long as the stickers are connecting them or doing the thing that they want to happen, then you're doing your job. If you're just building stickers to promote your book, it'll probably fail. But if you're promoting stickers to connect with their kid, then it might be something.
Yeah. I think that initially it wouldn't be my books. It would be other books. And yeah, I'm hoping to create an experience.
Yeah,
Like if that's what.
I think that's what you're going for is an experience.
Yep.
And then are you is there any copyrights or anything like that or is this with artists that you like or authors that you already have worked with?
Well, so that's why I was trying to decide how I do the stickers because I would have to either commission an illustrator or I would just have to use existing stickers. And then the book is just going to, like, I'm going to write the kind of story that goes with the stickers. So
Yeah.
it would be my copyright. And then the book would just go with the theme. It wouldn't be
I
like
think
I
you're
wouldn't
honestly making it way too hard.
really.
Just go sell a
Okay,
sticker.
tell me how to make it easy.
Just go sell a sticker to a niche that you enjoy. If it's for kids, then sell kid stickers. Like build a community. Like you should either be joining the buy more machine or you should be well, I mean, realistically that's pretty much the only option. So buy more machine, which gets you into ecom MRR and gets you in the buy more machine. Both of which are going to show you how to build a community. You build a community of moms who have children. Well, that's usually a mom. And then you can sell them t-shirts or stickers. And then let your books be a byproduct of the stickers. Cuz I think this whole year you've come to the calls wanting to sell your book. right?
Yeah.
That's the same thing as clients come to me like Toby. Toby came to me two or 3 years ago, and he had these bottle openers of an AR-47. He had $40,000 in these bottle openers. He's like, Trey, how do I sell these? I need to figure out how to sell these. I said, what have you done so far? And he's like, I did this. I said, all those seem legit, but it didn't sell. He's like, no, they don't sell. I was like, I don't have any magic to make them sell. People just don't want them. So we changed it to where he went into law enforcement. He was a law enforcement officer. He started selling to law enforcement officers, right? So he turned around. He started selling stickers. Started selling t-shirts. He Voxered me in less than a year. It was like month 11 and a half. He did $1 million. He showed $1 million total in his Stripe account. That next year, they went and built their first ever home. It's like a 1.2 or $1.5 million house because of how he turned it around. So he stopped trying to sell the product, and he just sold products to the audience, or sold products to the audience of what they wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So that's what I would suggest you do. Like later on, did he ever sell those bottle openers? I don't know if he did or not. Right? Maybe he just gave them away for free. But what he learned was, man, if I can just build an audience and just ask them what they want to buy, then I can sell them that product. Versus guess. It is the easiest way to success. So with you, I would build a school community of moms or whatever you're passionate about, or maybe it's of authors, people who love writing children's books, like whatever it is. And then sell them the things that they're looking to buy, which, in the school community, we teach continuity. And then Charlie came around and said, hey, you should do subscriptions too of donations. So that got added in. And now people are doing both. And they're making money.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing. And then you got, someone like this client who has 19,000 subscribers, paying him $20 a month. He was like a Vladimir. There's so many things, so many opportunities going on. He just needed to focus on one thing. He focused on that one thing, which is to build a sticker club. That's all he did. I haven't talked to him for like a year. He just randomly texted me. He's like, hey, we're going to hit $5 million in revenue this year.
Oh my gosh.
Cool. Why? How? He's like, selling a sticker club. He's like, that's all I do. It's pretty boring. But I got 19,000 subscribers. 6,000 people in trial. Oh,
I guess
thanks.
I was just trying to come up with something that used all my skills and still, because I do love books. Like I'm more excited about books than stickers, but
Mhm.
I'm excited about stickers if they like tell stories,
Mhm.
So I guess I was trying to come up with something like I wasn't going to do this to try to sell my books because for various reasons, like eventually, like I would hope that would be a byproduct, but
Could be.
it would be more about stories and stickers
Yeah.
of
Well,
other
then
people.
maybe your school community is kids who love stories.
Yeah.
And then it's all these moms that get to talk about the stories that they tell their kids, or the books. Like, hey, what books are you reading right now? Like right now, if you ask my wife what book she's reading our kids, it's the emotions book. She's like hands down, heels over head, whatever, head over heels about these emotion books, and they've been great. Where these kids, like I got a 4-year-old who's more intact with his emotions than me at 40 is. Like he knows how he feels every single day. Like it's crazy. It's all through these emotions books because he's learning what feelings he's having and how to connect them with what's called an emotion, right? Or then I got another kid who's 12-year-old and he's having issues with boundaries. He's touching other kids where they shouldn't be touched. And it's like now we're reading boundary books where it's like, hey, those are not the appropriate things to be doing. Like, don't be touching them there, and that's their parts and that's their privates, and like, no. Like, it's different for other people, right? And then you got 2-year-olds who are like, we're reading what's the ones we're reading Luxton? Like we're reading him Good Night, the Good Night books, whatever those are.
Good night,
Right?
good night construction site.
Yeah, and it's like how's it always start? Like, ready to start a wonderful day or whatever, however it starts. So it's like you can have a school community of all these parents that are teaching and showcasing all these really cool books. And then your classroom could be age levels, age demographics, or types of books to give to kids that are recommended by you. I have a lady who goes to my church. She started up a business where it's pretty crazy. She consults schools, and what she does is she goes and reads books, and she makes sure that the book comes from a Christian background, or that a Christian would be in agreement with how the book is illustrated. And then she gives that list to the schools of an approved book by her.
Mm.
So there's money in books. Amazon
Yeah.
started with books.
I mean, it's not a school group of moms interested in books for kids is going to be the best
Yeah.
option.
Oh yeah, Annie. My favorite people in the world to sell to are people 50 plus. They got money and they don't pay attention to it. Like, you ever seen the guy on Facebook where he has ads and he's like, "I sell letters to grandmas every day and it makes me 6 figures." Have you seen that guy?
The letters from
I
flowers, thing like that.
yeah, I sell envelopes to
Yeah,
grandmas. Yeah,
I know
but
who you're
like,
talking about.
yeah, that's so true. It's so much easier. Like I just see you smashing selling these stickers to grandmas. And now every single month, grandma has a cool activity they can do with the grandkids. They can have that special time. Yes, like that just seems like such a shoe-in.
Yeah, I just, like Trish said, I guess I'm making it too complicated. Need to start simple. Yeah, I just also wanted something that could be my own, that I don't have to deal with like the publishing industry and my agent and all these things. It can just be my own little thing that I can do, that I can have control over, because
100%.
there's so much in the publishing industry I can't control. So
100%. And I love this idea, Annie. I absolutely love this. Getting rid of the publishers and that red tape is like every author I've ever spoken to wants that. So you're right on the
yeah.
money. I put some links in the chat for you. First off,
Okay.
was a super long link. That went kind of up. Let me put it closer in the chat. I'll repaste it for you. As we were looking at little passports, I went to the Facebook ads library and I just ad hacked them really quick. And shocking, they have their earliest ad started running December 24th of 2024. It is still active. All of
Really?
their ads are still active except for one from 2024 to now. There's only been one ad turned inactive.
Mm,
That means it's pretty easy advertising. If those ads were not making money, they would not keep them active. They have only one ad inactive. So feel free to funnel hack them and their ads to get a good grasp of how you can advertise your thing. Also, I put a link in the chat for ideogram.ai. Ideogram is an amazing AI image tool. HeyGen is also really good, but like when it comes to designing the stickers, you don't need a designer or an illustrator or anything like that. You can quite literally do all of this yourself inside of Ideogram very simply.
okay. I do know for the book industry, AI, they get irked about. Um,
Sure, but we're not really in the book industry right now. We're in the mom and grandma industry wanting to spend time with their kids. However, if you still have those ethical issues and you don't want to use AI, then fine. Use AI to create your mock-ups and then give that to a designer and have them make it real.
yeah,
Because the big
I think
problem that you face is taking your idea and making it tangible to where a designer can actually implement it, to where they understand what you want. So skip that. Just use Ideogram. Make exactly what you want and then send it to a guy and he can draw it in real life.
yeah,
And we're pumping stickers. You can pump stories every month. So easy to stay on top of that.
yeah. I think it could be a fun thing, and yeah, in addition to my other work, because my publishers do bring a lot of value when it comes to books, but I also just want something for me. So
Yes. Which I love that for you, Annie.
yeah. Well, thank you so much, both of you, for all the help, and it's been great being with you guys for a year plus. So I really appreciate it.
Awesome. It's been great to have you along with us, Annie. If you need info on Buy More Machine, you want to keep this thing rolling, just shoot me an email, Dante@clickfunnels.com. Be happy to answer any questions.
Yeah, I'm actually in the certification program.
Oh, nice. Great.
So I needed help with the design and I didn't, like I said, I didn't have an idea until just barely of something that I thought was ecom. So
And don't forget, too, I heard you say something earlier. I went to my local bookshop and they said this sticker is flying off the wall. I still love
yeah,
funnel hacking, gang. I love funnel hacking. So feel free to just like make your own version of that one sticker. Was that one sticker a story sticker or was it just a normal sticker?
you just said stickers in general that they're just selling really well.
Oh man,
And
I'd go
so,
back and I'd try and find what's the number one selling sticker and I'd funnel hack it. Like, yeah, cool. Start with a story sticker. That's awesome. But make just a single sticker too. Just like every example that Trey just gave you. They're just single stickers. Make a
yeah,
community and sell a single sticker. Feel free to try that too. If you have stickers that are working right there at your fingertips, funnel hack it.
Andy, you want to
yeah,
see Andy, you want to see my first failed product ever?
yeah.
Dante's never seen this
Ooh,
either.
I don't think I've seen
I would
I should
love
this.
put
to
this. I should
see
put this
it.
in the Russell Brunson, whatever that museum or whatever he's creating.
Yeah.
Here it is right here. I still have it, still in the packaging. Look at that. That was from. This is from. Let's see if I put a date from my dummy. Put a date on here. I did not. But if you get an idea, it's a DVD. Is DVDs.
Okay,
So
nice.
this is. I recorded this. I should probably open it and play it because it's probably like horrible. But basically, what I did was I recorded 3 DVDs worth, which was probably back then like maybe 3 hours worth, in my basement on a laptop. So echo chamber. So think echo chamber, brick walls. I'm recording. I'm nervous. I bought 500 copies. So I made it. I bought 500 copies. These landed from. I bought them in California. So I thought this was really cool, and got them all 500 copies, and I'm ready to call. I was going to sell them to real estate agents, and because they needed to know how to become social and all these things. And so they get to my office. I was an insurance agent still. And I have a picture of me holding I'm so excited. The very next damn day, Facebook changes everything. They changed how Facebook looked. They did a whole new UI interface. So everything that I had recorded and screen flowed on these DVDs was now doesn't exist.
On.
It was
Oh,
gone
no.
because where I clicked doesn't exist anymore. What I was showing them
Oh,
to do how to do a post wasn't I showed them how to do photo albums. I showed them how to do tag people and pin. Remember when you could poke? You guys remember you could poke people?
Yep.
How to do the poke and how to do it strategically. It had all I mean, the stuff worked. But now the next day it landed, Facebook just whole new, and so 500 of these went nowhere. I think I sold one, to some dummy. But the other 499 I kept, and then I threw them all away, and I kept a couple for just shits and gigs. But that was my first failed product, and that was a huge learning experience for me because I spent so much money and time on these DVDs that I didn't ever ask the audience if they wanted it. I just created it, and then I realized Facebook changes. I don't control Facebook, and so I can never record a video on Facebook ever again because then I have to
yeah,
always keep recording those, and then new DVDs come out, which I mean not a bad thing, but it was a horrible experience. But I kept going, and then the
yeah.
flashlight was obviously later on, but this was my first ever, still in the saran wrapping, product. I think it broke because I can hear it rattling in here. The DVDs, it's so old the DVDs have now become dust inside there, or cracked or something. Something happened to them, but yeah. So get through the first one, try it. It doesn't
Yeah,
work, go to the next. It doesn't work, go to the next. Just keep hitting it.
yeah.
Keep hitting it. Or
That
come and join us in the BMM, the Buy More
I
Machine.
was I was just telling Dante that I joined the certification because I didn't have an ecom idea until just barely. And then
Just
I was
barely.
like this idea. I never thought I could do stickers until I was
Oh,
like, I
yeah.
could be excited about this idea. So now
Do
I'm like,
both. Become certified
yeah,
and a BMM member.
yeah, I gotta get a loan or something.
I got to get a loan.
OPM, our favorite strategies.
That's right. That's right.
Can
Those
I ask
are,
just a quick question?
yeah,
Yeah,
Rosie.
Thank you. So I wanted to go back to the little passports, right? So you said so it's a 12-month model. So what happens after the 12 months? Like it all you do is deal with the people that buy. You can't how do you keep the people longer than 12 months? I guess is my question.
It
Well,
probably auto renews.
yeah, that's a subscription product. So after 12 months, 366 day, they get billed another $300 for another 12 months.
Then you do another, like you just do other countries. So say you have 12, like Brazil, and then you just think of other countries to do. Is that what they're doing to
Oh,
keep them
I
for?
doubt they're doing other countries. They're probably just sending you the same 12 countries again. What do you think, Trey?
So I was going to tell a story about the Dr. Seuss books. So have you guys ever seen those, the free Dr. Seuss books?
Long
Yep.
time ago, yes.
Hold on, I gotta find it. It's freaking hilarious. I have a screenshot of it actually from when it was a thing. Hold on, is this it? This looks familiar. They probably even changed their funnel. Let's see if this is it. Basically, what they did was you get five free Dr. Seuss books for free, or for $5.99. You got 5 Dr. Seuss books for $6. I was like, that's the best deal ever. I bought it. And then I didn't realize, but I subscribed to this continuity for like $40 a month. I get 6 more Dr. Seuss books. Well, Dr. Seuss only wrote so many books, and I totally forgot about it for like 2 years, and then we moved, and when we moved, I had to go put all the books together, like in a box. And when we unpacked, I realized I had duplicates of every Dr. Seuss book because I was in that subscription for 2 years. So at month 12 or whatever, they just started sending me the same books again as if I was starting month 1 again because they didn't have any more books to send me. So like maybe it just wants more of the same. So I literally have 2 of each Dr. Seuss book because of that membership club that I was in.
That's
Pretty freaking
awesome.
Oh,
hilarious.
wow. Yeah, because that's why I was just like, how do you keep it around? Because I mean, this is sparking ideas because I think I may nail Jordan about more shit. Because I was like, I deal with women in perimenopause and helping them accept their bodies, but it's other things that I want to talk about, like just life after 40 for women. So I'm thinking about doing like boxes, maybe around dating, around perimenopause, how to handle perimenopause, different things like that. So that's what this just sparked. And I was like, well, how can I do that? But then I just wondered how it will work after the 12 months because I want to keep getting that money. But okay,
That'd be cool.
cool. Thank you.
Yep. Come to St. Louis. Come to St. Louis. Come join us.
Absolutely. Rosie, if you need info on Buy More Machine, I'll be happy to make a little session with you. Just shoot me an email, Dante@clickfunnels.com.
Okay, we'll do. And then this video right here, will this be on your Facebook page? I mean, on the YouTube page,
Yes,
Dante, like the rest of them? Okay, because
absolutely it
this was
is.
good. Okay. Thank you so much, you guys.
You got it, Rosie. Great stuff.
That's funny.
Thank you.
That's funny. Nessie wants to hear my stories. Nessie, I could sit with you for like 8 hours and tell you stories.
I love it.
But I think I'm trying to think of which one was my favorite one. Probably, man, I don't know. There's so many of good ones. They pretty much all the good stories surround the G700 because I didn't know what I was doing. That's where a lot of the stories still come from. I want to write a
Also,
book.
my daughter, my 14-year-old daughter who I've been telling all about you, she's the one who wants to do the horse thing. She
Oh.
wants to know. Remember, I showed you her book. What is it? What was the MOR? Wasn't it like the ordinary milestone and the reach goal?
Oh, MTO.
Yeah. So she
Oh.
created this like vision board. I think I showed you guys her horse vision board. She wanted to know how, remember you made the money with the torch and all the like the FBI, the drug squad. How did you get them out of the room?
How did I get him out of the room? I gave him a free
Yeah.
flashlight. I was like, do you guys want like a free flashlight or like what's this? And they're like, well, that'd be bribery. I was like, listen, I'm just gonna go put it in your car and you're gonna leave with it and call it evidence. Whatever you want to do. But yeah, we had the FBI show up. We had every 3 letter that exists in America show up at our door besides the CIA. Is really the only people that didn't come, thankfully. But yeah, we had the FBI. We had every police every police jurisdiction was at us. So we had the county, the sheriff, and the state at our office, and we had the BBB, we had the news, we had for selling freaking flashlights, and we made the news. I wish I could find the clip of us making the news. There's two clips I wish I could find. The first clip that I wish I could find is of the BBB, this guy who had a toupee. Nothing wrong with toupees, but he had a toupee, and it was windy that day, and he's like complaining about how these dudes in St. Charles are like selling flashlights, and his toupee is like flying around. Freaking hilarious. And basically, he was creating a warning to not buy flashlights from us. And I was like, this idiot, he doesn't understand that we're selling flashlights nationwide. Like he's doing like a service, news thing, like as if like we're gonna go out of business to the 30 people that watch the news. So I thought that was funny. Then then I guess the news channel went and did like this interview with people. I guess people like were calling into the station and saying, "Hey, you should do like an article on these guys," in a bad way. And somehow they got a hold of this grandma, and this grandma, her phone number was one digit off from our office number that we were using. So our number was like 8855, and then her number was 8856. We were getting 15,000 phone calls a day to our office because we had a local number. So we were handling that in our own crazy way. But she was receiving 100 calls a day because 100 people out of the 15,000 would fat finger her number. And so there's a video of her in her kitchen with a landline. Oh, like she goes, I can't pick up the phone without someone being else on the other side of it. She goes, I can't talk to my grandkids. My no one can call me. She goes, this is the worst. My life is over. And she's like, what? And then they're filming her, and the phone's ringing, and so she answers it. She's like, hello. She's like, no, this is Anita, and I don't know who that is, but they don't exist because you called the wrong number. And they're like, well, I called the number that was on the website. She's like, well, this isn't it. And she goes, I don't know who they are, but you should just call your bank and charge them back. And as soon as I heard that, I was like, oh no, like that is not good that she's telling them to call their bank and tell them to decline. But she goes, I can't sleep at night because the phone just rings all through the night. Like her phone's just always constantly ringing, and it's never anybody that she wants to talk to. So we yeah, and that was because of someone in the room. He fat fingered the wrong number on our ShipStation printout labels. So our number was on these labels that were going out. So that's how they were finding. It took us forever to find out where that freaking number was. So that is why when you will see all my trainings that say do not use a local number, use an 855 number, because no one can fat finger an 855 number, and if they do, it's another business. You're not going to worry about it. Everything that I've ever taught in my trainings are because of a story or a situation or something that happened. They're like, oh, Trey just says 855. I must know it. Like, okay, but they don't know like the background of like the reasons why I say the things that I say. It's because we did $30 million of mistakes really, really fast. And I learned from all those. So I teach all these guys not to do the mistakes that I did. And like the amount of headaches that you guys don't even ever know that exist is really cool. And sometimes I'm a little jealous of it. So I might slip one in there just so you feel the pain a little bit. But no, I don't do that. I just make sure you don't. But there's a story behind everything that we do. Like, don't use
tell me, did you love the last 2 years on OFA? Because you just turned up religiously week after week after week. How was that for you? Like today's the last time.
The last 2 years?
Yeah.
It was great. It was great. I love OFA. Is that what you asked?
I wanted to know like the stories, because you've seen products come in and grow and then leave kind of thing.
You didn't want like Trey's old stories. You wanted OFA stories.
Yeah, because this is the hurrah, isn't it, Dante?
It is hurrah.
It is. The coolest story I have from Trey watching him do the thing was we had a funnel hacker about 2 years ago when we first started OFA. And I'd been working with her for like 2 months previously to try and sell a product of hers, and she wasn't able to. After about 3 weeks with Trey, she was able to sell that product, and she shared with us that she's been trying to sell the product for 3 years and spent more than $100,000 to agencies trying to get this product to sell and work. And within 3 weeks, she was able to sell her own product, no agency, no nothing. Made the funnel, made the ad, made her sell online. That was probably the coolest thing that I've seen.
That was cool.
Yeah.
That was cool.
That was really cool. I mean, that was a human being's life changed forever.
To show that it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
It works. It works. You just got to, wiggle through it.
And by the way, gang, we're not stopping with Trey. Trey did love OFA, so much so that we're still doing it. Just changing it up a little bit. So Trey's still live every single week, every single Tuesday. Going forward, it'll be at 12 o'clock every single Tuesday. We're still doing ecom training. He's still showing people how to do the things. So if you guys aren't in Buy More Machine and you are an ecom seller, please go hop in Buy More Machine. It's
That's a
still
good
happening.
program. Yeah, it's a really good program.
It is a great program. Probably the best ecom program I've seen.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Yeah, I'm trying to think of one of my stories. The sucky part is, Nessie, that you don't see on our side is we don't get to see all the success. And that's kind of hurtful sometimes because you give all this advice and people take it or they listen to it or they watch it on YouTube and they never come forward or they never come front or they never appear. And the only time that I really get to hear about it is at like a funnel hacking live. And that's why those are so fun for me, because those people will call those ground zero for Trey, because it's like all the people that have heard of me or listened to me or got advice from me would be there, and they just come up and say, oh, thanks for changing my life or allowing me to sell. Or like I had a guy join Ecom MRR like 3 weeks ago, and I don't recognize his name, I don't remember him, but he goes, yeah, we sold like $60,000 of shirts in like 2 weeks from your Teespring training 12 years ago. It's like, cool. Don't remember you, but glad you're back. And here's the here's the latest update. And so now he's doing, bowling in schools versus what we did back then was Teespring. But he's like, yeah, and I think he paid like $6,000 or $7,000 back then for the training, So he's like, we paid for our investment within the first month of the training, and so then it's great. Or we have these other guys who's like he's at 19,000 subscribers. I haven't heard from him in a year. Pay him $20 a month. Like he's like we'll hit $5 million this year in revenue.
Yeah.
He's got 4 employees. And I was like, cool. Didn't know that. Now I do. Like that's what's really cool is it's the good and the bad, right? Like I think I said this last on another call, but I have no clue how many lives I've changed. I don't know what that looks like, but they do, and they know, and I guess that's that. And maybe we'll see each other in heaven, and we'll give each other high fives and be like, that world thing was cool, but now we're doing some other cool things, and doing some God work versus just throwing some t-shirts around. But it's pretty cool. Yeah. So yeah, come to St. Louis. Come and give me a bear hug. Let's hug it up and let's continue the journey.
Cool.
That sounds like a plan to me. Well, gang, sadly, this is our last Tuesday call for OFA. It is our last ecom call. Like I said, I woke up this morning feeling weird. I'm excited for the future. We have amazing things happening with Trey. The next 2 years are going to be even more amazing than these past 2 years were. But we also love OFA, and we love working with you guys, and we love helping you. So, unfortunately, this is our last one. But thank you guys for being along with us. Thank you for doing the thing, being conscious, doing the thing, smashing hurdles and not being scared, and most importantly, not turning into a skeleton, as Trey says all the time. You guys are absolutely amazing. I really mean that from the bottom of my heart, and I hope you hear it from the bottom of yours. You are absolutely amazing. So with that, Trey, any final words?
That's all I got. It's been great, my friends. It's been awesome. Come join us. We're still moving.
Yes, we are.
I mean, yeah, the Buy More Machine's great. It's really cool. We put a lot of work into it. You should go watch the replays. I don't know if those are available, but those were fun. And like those are great as one unit. We probably just sell those.
Probably, yeah,
as
probably.
as one training. Like that was a it's pretty intense. If you guys don't know, I know we got to jump here in like 2 minutes, but that story is its own story of its own. Like I heard Russell Brunson was going to be in Chicago 2 years ago, and I flew there in our plane. I flew up to Chicago. He didn't know I was coming. I tapped him on the shoulder. He's like, "What are you doing here?" And I was like, "I just came to say hi." And so that's where we kind of seeded this idea of working together. He didn't know what that was yet. Turned out to be OFA. We've done this for 2 years now, and I said, "Hey, let's do something even bigger than OFA." And so we created a challenge, which was the single product payday is what it came out to be, and we're gonna do it live in Boise. And I got my flight from St. Louis to Minneapolis, then Minneapolis over to Boise, and that was Sunday, and we were going live Monday, and unfortunately, I missed my second flight. And I don't miss flights. Like, it's crazy. I don't ever miss flights. And that flight I missed. Our plane got delayed because of a system. The weather was really bad. The system was behind. So we pretty much were delayed by 10 minutes is really what it came down to. Like, we were 10 minutes behind, and they let the plane go. Couldn't believe it. Never ran as hard as I've never ran that hard in my life. And my lung was hurting, like it was itching because it was so stressed because of how hard I ran with a backpack and a suitcase through the terminal. Like babies were falling. I was running so fast. And yeah, missed it. And so there's no flights that night. I was already like 8 o'clock at night. No flights. And bad storm, big winds. And there was no flights in the morning. There was one as a Southwest flight, but it was booked full. So I wasn't going to make it. So Russell's like, just turn around and go back to St. Louis. And I made the decision not to. And I said, I'm going to spend the night here in the hotel or in the airport. And I'm going to stay up. I'm just going to look for flights. And I started looking. I looked for private airplanes. I started called all my airplane buddies. I called one guy here in St. Louis. I was like, I need you to come pick me up. And he's like, well, I would, but I've been drinking. I was like, okay, well, we can't do that. So he could not come get me. But that was an Avente Piaggio Avente. That'd have been sweet. But he was cool. He was like, no. And so there was a Pilatus that was ready to go, but it would not have got there till like 5 a.m. And then from where I was, couldn't get me to Boise in time. Like it'd been in the afternoon. So that didn't work. So it was like, I mean, we were scrambling. Like we're playing like pretty much scrambling jets is at this point. And so finally it's like 3:30 in the morning and I open up my Southwest app and that flight that was booked came alive. So because of all the weather, someone didn't register and they let me book. And that was I had to go from Minneapolis to Denver to Boise. So I still had 2 more connectings and it left at 5 a.m. So it left at an hour and a half after 3:30. And so, yeah, I was able to get on those. I golf carted my way from Terminal 1 to Terminal C or whatever in Denver. Paid this dude $100 because I didn't have change. And got on the plane and lifted up to Boise. And basically, Russell had to do the first part by himself, which is kind of hilarious. But I pretty much like entered in the last 10 minutes. We're on slide whatever. And he's like, finish him up. I was like, thanks. And I had no idea where we were. And so, yeah, that was me making a fool of myself and, for 3 slides because I was like, I have no idea what slide we're on, dude. But he did. And so we finished it up and then we did the full challenge together. And it was the best thing the energy in the room, it was the best decision I made was to commit to it and commit to being there. Of, seeing Dante, seeing Russell, seeing the team. And it just would not have been the same. And we would not have worked as hard as we did if I was in St. Louis. Like and then it flowed so amazing, like a dance. It was like a waltz. Like the challenge it just morphed. And I've never seen that before. And it was I've seen like little miracles, if you will, but this was like elongated miracle. Like things just kind of kept going in place. And then, I don't know, it was incredible. And then anyway, I came home and I was like, this isn't done. Because usually Russell does a 4-day challenge, which I think that's what it was, Saturday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yep.
I got home Thursday, and on the plane ride home, I was chatting with Claude, and I said, hey, what can we do differently that's never been done before? And it's like, well, you just told them what to go do. What if you showed them what to go do in the next 3 days? I said, freaking great idea. So I spooled up our studio here in St. Louis, and I told Russell, I was like, listen, I'm going live. I think he was off to Vegas. He's in Vegas. I'm flying home. And I said, I'm going to spool up the studio here. Don't worry about being on it. If I can have like one team member to help me like put the Zooms together, we'll be set. So I'm building slides again Thursday night. And then I went live Friday, Saturday, and then Dante skipped T-ball and was able to do it Sunday with me. And we closed it out, countdown timer on the slideshow as it should be. And it was the best converting webinar challenge Russell has done in a very long time. I don't know how it's comparing to the One Comma Club, but I think we're like head to head.
You absolutely are.
Yeah, and I'm pretty excited about it. So it was a really cool, just all of it together, just came together. We had so much fun. We made T-shirts midway through. Like just so many things happened. It was incredible. And like they got delivered. They were hot. They're like steaming still because of the whatever the directed garment was still like melting or molding to the shirt as we're like throwing them on, going live, which was a whole nightly deal of getting it to the printer press, having them get delivered the next day. Like it was just insane, but it all worked. Like it all there was just nothing broke. Nothing broke. It was seamless. It was beautiful. It was a dance. It's like we do this every day. It was pretty incredible. But all right, we're 2 minutes late, Dante.
Yes. So gang, we do have replays. If you go to your ClickFunnels account, go to your dashboard, go to the top left, learn and connect.
Yeah.
You'll see a One Funnel Away 2024. All the replays, most of them are in there, and any others are going to be thrown in there. So just keep an eye on that one, gang.
Okay.
OFA 2024. But it has been an absolute pleasure to be with you guys. We love you. We love OFA. Hope to see you all in the Buy More machine. We have to go do that training now. We'll catch you all very soon.
Thanks, guys. It's been great.